officially dubbing this the Hotel Transylvania fan podcast live here.
Shut
And
up.
hey now.
No, Taki, you're grounded.
No,
No, you're
okay.
grounded.
What's your favorite? You could
favorite,
be the host and ask everyone how their day is going.
All right, everyone. Gaijin Goomba here. How you doing? Welcome to the Unexpectables, where everything is completely...
the Transylvania Hotel podcast.
Shut up! Shut up!
The worst part about that joke is that no one heard it.
Hey, let's talk about our hotel. Let's talk about our Hotel Transylvania OCs.
Oh. My OC is Mavis 2.
Ooh,
Nice. Okay. But she has a blue streak in her hair this time.
Yes,
There
Yeah.
There we go, and glasses.
There we go. Ooh, I like it.
No, nobody else. Thank you for the 10-month resub. All right, Gooba. Actually, Gooba, do introductions. Come on. No, do it.
No, I'm done.
No, actually,
See,
no.
here's the thing.
No one ruin it.
Shut up! This is what you do. This is what you do, boyo. You set me up, and then you cut me off.
Okay, I will be quiet till you get to me. I will be fucking quiet till you get to me.
Gaijin, you're our Rich Evans.
Goomba,
Yes.
Goomba, welcome to my fucking childhood.
Yeah, I know. I feel so bad for you, Monty. Jesus, you had to put up with this.
I know, right?
I'm so sorry.
And the ladder incident. Anyway.
Oh God. You tell me. No, this is the thing, Taka. This last Monday at the good old Yes Yes Love Adventure Go. You tell me to do a cut. Wait, was that yes or no? No, that was no. That was the Unexpectables art stream. That's what that was. That's what that was. You're like, hey, let's do a take. I did a take. Let's do it again. I did it again, and I did it good. And you say, do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again.
Welcome to voiceover.
All right.
Yeah. It's true.
Well, anyway, Octa, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You want to tell the good people where they can find you?
Hi, everybody. You can find me at fanfiction.net/Hotel Transylvania fan #1. You can read all of my Hotel Transylvania fan fictions, mostly of me going on dates with Mavis. Johnny is nowhere to be found. But anyway, thanks. Yeah. That's it. I'm committing to this.
Well done.
What's next?
Bosco, good old Tabasco sauce. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Hey man, I'm doing good. How you doing?
You do not sound like you're doing good. Are you
I'm
you're
doing
good?
great. I would never lie to you, man. I'm doing great.
Oh, all right. Well, you want to tell the good people where they can find
Yeah,
you? What you up to?
They can find me over on Twitter and Instagram at EdBoscoVA, and they can also find me right here on Twitch.tv, just / my name, just Edward Bosco. Typically, we play some sports ball, scream at players to grab the ball and to do things. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more sports ball in the future.
I have a very important question for you there, Bosco. Have you considered Blood Bowl?
Yeah, I've considered Blood Bowl, and I'm really looking forward to facing off against Probate. I think he's a great guy, and it's gonna be a heck of a game. And may the best person win.
Okay, so can we just explain? Can we just expect something? So when does the meltdown happen? Because anyone who says it might be a good time with Blood Bowl will instantly fucking forget what fun is.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's get one more intro out of the way before we get to some of those bits. Connor, our very own Distortion Devil, what is up, buddy? Sounds like you got some crunch. Oh, them crunches. Yeah,
that's
them
the good
crunches.
stuff.
He's gonna
That's
love
the
it.
good stuff.
Oh, just see the spikes going up. How you doing, buddy? What you got planned for your streams, pal?
Well, this weekend I have Friday Funhouse, where I play some tabletop games and drink a lot with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday is going to be the continuation of the Witcher 2 Enhanced Edition. I'm playing through the entire Witcher series.
Excellent.
We're on Chapter 3 right now of the second Witcher game.
Awesome.
And Sunday, I do Boiderlands with myself, Midnight Kai, Hi, I'm Mike, and Sir Malarvik. We are almost done with Borderlands 2's main story. Then we'll be moving on to the DLCs.
You're gonna do all the DLC stuff?
That's like longer than the game.
All the DLCs.
Skip
Midnight
the one
is-
that's like the hunting one or whatever. The one.
The
with
hunting one?
The hunting. I mean, the hunting
Yeah.
one's funny for the boss.
The
fight.
pirate one's good. The
Yep.
torque one's great. The D&D one's fantastic. But the one where it's like the hunting one is
The zone.
We're doing all of them.
The hunting one's
Oh.
zone sucks, but the final boss is fucking hysterical. How he dies.
oh. Okay.
but
That's
but you can't say you've completed that game until you do the raid boss. You know which one I'm talking about. Anyway, hey Taka, how about we read off some of them bits?
I have notes for you, actually. I feel like you were cutting off people a little bit too much, and that's my thing.
And I
think-
feel like you
think-
skipped someone!
No, because we do. Zito, calm down. We do half and half. We keep it balanced.
Oh, don't put the fucking flip side on me for this shit, Gaijin.
He does the half-full people, then he does the half-empty people at the end, okay, man? He goes down the glass.
Hey! Wow. Wow.
All right, we got a lot of bits, a lot of subs. Oh my sweet God, a lot of subs. Random 18, Spaceman Joe, Zito, Quit the Kid, Jock 5225, Alien Ghost 365, E Dragon Dale, Shadow 21551, Oi Beast, Giltone, Glassirius, the Mad Grey Hatter, the Scottish Boomstick, Hepatitis D. Oh yeah! Burninator 1130, thank you so much. Duke Skelebons with 1500 bits, no message, just bits. Thank you so much, Duke Skelebons. And Blackfoot Ferret with over 9,000 bits. Let's do this. 9,001 bits from Blackfoot Ferret. Thank you so much, Blackfoot Ferret, with the traditional meme bits. Iggy Hirokage with a 6-month resub, Vardixus with a 7-month resub, Tall Guys In, Giltone with a 500 bits, some cupcakes for the best boy, Jewelry Jelly with 100 bits, thank you, Warfay, thank you so much, Matt Diggerchin, thank you so much, Marcus Atera, Master Monster 11, SF Cody with 1,500 bits, Wednesday, Jambalaya, the Unexpectables, bit donations for the eventual reunion of the guest characters, SF Cody with a 10-month resub, Scoot Laboot, thank you so much as well, Yuki Usagi, Protoss 103, Hero Shepherd, Polka King 237, Griffon 24/7, Dark Lord Popo, Lively Havoc, Dork Knight 4, and Alien Ghost 365 with 2,000 bits. Phase 2, here we go, here we go. Continue, Goomba.
All right, so I know he's raring and ready to go. Zito, what is up, my dude?
Sorry, what?
Exactly. What you doing on stream? I'm seeing a lot of Slay the Spire and some very special things coming up. So I hear.
Well, Slay the Spire is a thing, yes, because I'm making my own mod for it, so that's been
Nice.
taking up a good part of my fuck words.
Take up your time.
Yeah, no, they take up my time. No time for words. English. Me fail English at impossible. Slay the Spire is happening because I'm making a mod. Making the Cobalt mod. Indie games, they happen. Which is actually pretty cool because February is going to be full of indie game nonsense. Speaking of, Wargroove drops on the 1st of February.
Oh, that's right, it does.
What's that about?
Remember Tactic Advance Wars?
Mm-hmm.
Chucklefish is making it.
Same people?
Same No, it's Chucklefish making Advance Wars.
Who's
Yeah, they're the ones who made Stardew Valley, like the #1 selling farm.
No.
They published it. They published it.
They published it. They made Starbound.
Sorry, that's right.
Okay, that's still okay. That's still okay.
It looks fantastic. Also, one of your generals can be like a dog. It's
Yes,
amazing.
one of your generals is a dog. But here's the thing. Someone got so fucking upset that the possibility of your dog dying in the middle of a fucking war, because, you know, the key word is war, they got so butthurt that now the dogs just run away instead of dying in the field.
That's the world I want to live in.
No dog deserves that.
Yeah, it's true.
Absolutely not.
Dogs just disappear and go to a land where
Every
they become good
faction gets a
dogs.
dog general.
It's nice. It's
Amazing.
nice that we get an Advance Wars because Intelligence Systems is too busy slaving away making Fire Emblem for the next 30 years.
I know.
The Fire
Dog.
the Fire Emblem Cave of Punishment.
Yeah, that's basically where they are forever until it stops giving
Human.
Nintendo boatloads of money.
Human breeding simulator.
Remember when you used to like make your own fucking like units instead of them being pre-made and having to force them to ship?
Oh,
I remember.
Yeah.
We need
I had-
military research and development simulator.
I have Sacred Stones somewhere in my
Someone will
house.
be
That's Armored Core, and that's happening soon.
Someone will be paired with the lolly, and I am sorry to you, but I want 2 dragons, so deal!
Do you want the 11th hour old man? There's only one gay ship, and it's the old man.
Oh.
I wonder how these get decided. So you got anything else coming up, Zito?
Art commissions, working for Slay the
Awesome.
Spire mods, indie games. Beyond that, stay tuned.
Excellent. Money, our very own DM, how you doing? Heard you had kind of a rough day today.
I never bathed for rats. That's all I'm gonna say. Also, if you're gonna bathe for rats, be sure to trim their nails before you put them in the water.
No.
Yeah, that was the mistake of today. Pickle and Freya were fine. They're good. They're the good children. But Jester kept running for me, which is hard when they're soapy. And Hoodie was screaming like death, so it was very stressful for everyone involved. But they're clean. They don't smell anymore, which is great, and their cage is all clean.
Excellent. Yeah.
I want to try and stream some more this week. I've been feeling a lot better. These
Good.
last couple weeks, I've been feeling kind of unwell, so I'm just having some sleeping stuff going on. But tomorrow, I'm hoping to do. I have a few ideas. I don't want to spoil anything, but I have a couple ideas. Sunday, hopefully, I also want to do a game stream, so that's going to be a thing. Also thinking about opening maybe some private commissions. Thinking on that. But for now, a little bit busy. But yeah, no, you can catch me at Montyglue on Twitter, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Montyglue.
Also, Zito, be sure to plug yourself, my dude.
Oh, you can find me at twitch.tv/Zito.
Well, awesome.
By the way,
Alright.
Monty, I have one thing to ask you. Now, if this does happen again, you have to bathe that same rat again. Record it, because you can make bank like the dude who did Hatebeak.
Oh God, no! It's so awful. It's so awful, and I'm
but you
not
have to
hurting her. I'm just gently like rubbing the soap into the skin, but it literally she's.
Is it
she's
literally like a
howling.
rabbit
Have you
dying?
never seen the video of Mr. Bubs on the internet?
Yeah, it's like it literally sounds like Mr. Bubs, except for shrieking and like pitch modded up to be higher. It's like
So a
screaming.
rabbit dying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awful. I hate it so much.
Now I just hear Mike Matei screaming like a dying rabbit.
And it's like
Oh, that's-
squeaking too. Like she'll stop and then she'll squeak and then she'll like, oh, it's so awful. I hate it. But like I had to do it because they smelled so bad.
It would also be hard to monetize. So.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I think. Oh God. Ugh.
All right, and last but certainly not least, our gracious host of this wonderful game, a brother in arms, and someone who I confide very, very closely with, our very own Takahata 101. How you doing, man?
What's the reverse of clapping?
Clapping.
I can show you, but it's not stream friendly.
Yeah. Hi. What's up? I'm doing okay.
Oh, come on, dude.
It's one of
Tell
those.
us. No, tell us about that multiverse, dude. What's been
Oh,
going
that
on with that?
multiverse it's popping off. Let me tell you about the multiverse. It's popping off. Trashman Jones lost his title to Grizzly Adams. Nobunaga lost his title to Lucius Constantine. The Faces of Fear also won the tag team titles off Rhythm and Blues. There's just a lot of craziness. Can anyone beat Ogre? We're like a couple streams away from Night of Clash of Champions, then the Multiverse Rumble, and then Multivania, which is just WrestleMania, but I just replaced Wrestle with Multi.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Trashman has to go to the hospital though because his hair's changing color. That's all I can say.
Oh, is he finding a new power level?
No, he may, because he got into a last man standing match with a clown, and I think he actually bashed heads with the clown. They were both bleeding, so he might have.
Oh no, is he clown infected?
He might actually have.
Oh,
the clown.
shit.
The clown DNA may have infected his DNA.
The
so-
clowning has begun.
So Trashman.
Dude, that would be a great pay-per-view special. The clowning.
No, there actually was a Survivor Series match called the Carnival of Chaos, which was the open invite from the Vaudevillains. You hush, dude, it's terrifying. The clown virus. Real fast. Can I have a quick minute to thank all these lovely people who done
Yeah, you have literally 2 minutes. Go.
Go for
Parasite
it.
Demon with 1,000 bits. The new 4 Horsemen will take over. Black Wing Hellkite with 3,000 bits. This was around the time I got caught up with the Unexpectables anniversary bits. Black Wing Hellkite, thank you so much. Hoglars, thank you for the sub. Defective Sheep with 1,000 bits. Hey guys, still wanting to hear for your idea for rogue themed paladin oath. I asked last week, but I never got an answer. Sorry, we're about to start the game here. Moy Luna, Strayer 5, Commando Joe, Viral Tech, Pieboy4242, the Mr. Manatee. Thank you so much for the subs. Briz on Ice with 1,300 bits. Time for Tastic Stabby. Dork Knight 4, Robbie P 97, Lively Havoc, Dark Lord Popo, thank you so much. And as for rogue themed paladin oats, I don't know what those are.
Sorry.
A rogue themed paladin oats, I just don't know what that is. I don't know how to answer that question.
Oh, that's Vaxeldan was that in Critical Role. He was a rogue, but also a paladin.
Except he was a rogue first and a paladin
He was,
second.
yeah. he was. Yeah. Sorry, I got really distracted by Octopimp's Hotel Transylvania fan fiction. I'm actually reading it right now.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, right?
It's
Also,
really actually not bad. I'm
You
curious.
should,
I'm
by
gonna
the
go
way, that
check
image
it
you
out.
linked us. That image you linked us before, Stro. I think we should end this pre-show with you linking that in the chat for everybody.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I think we
Yeah,
should.
real fast. And Blackwing Hellguy with 6,000 bits. Oh my god, dude! Bought too many bits. Oops! And he just pours them on her head.
Like a big oops. Oh god, it hurts. Ah!
Ah,
I mean,
god!
there.
It falls right. All right.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Get
let's go.
going.
Oh rip.
No. I'll make you a mod. Don't worry about it.
Okay, it's okay. All right, here we go.
When last we left our heroes, Remy, the Kenku fighter, Borky, the orc barbarian, Task, the kobold ranger, Greckles, the Kenku rogue, and Panic, the tiefling bard, and a newfound friend in Zenryo, the Triton sorcerer. The party completed part 1 of their multiple-part plan to oust the Orun clergy. After fighting a sect of the dragon cult and taking one orc captive on the clergy side and a dragon captive on the cult side, the party returned to camp to plan out part 2 of their multiple-part plan. Clerics wanting to defect from the clergy responded to Audrey's sending message, willing to aid in the Unexpectables cause. And so now the party each set out to prepare for the next step. Gruul and Borky interrogated the orc they had captured, while Zenryo and Task interrogated a red dragon wormling they had captured. But from the red dragon came a stunning reveal. The leader of the Instruck cult of dragons was none other than Darkus, the one responsible for culling Task's entire clan of Iron Oath. So Task and Zenryo, you stand there next to the Auroch pits. The dragon has this large, just contentful grin, watching you. The shift in your face, Task, as that name comes out. Bringfing kind of grins and stares, just taking in everything now. So you are familiar.
No. Could you actually tell me who that is?
The man who killed my entire civilization.
Oh, whack. Oh, I'm sorry. Bro, that's awful. Yeah, that guy sounds like a jerk.
There is a upside down arrow mark on his forehead.
Okay, so...
Task holds his bow up.
Oh, no. Okay. Whoa. Let's not, do anything crazy. Okay, let's talk it out and, figure out where this anger, where we can direct this anger to be more, constructive instead of destructive, Right? Yeah. But
Task is slowly pulling out an arrow from his quiver.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Here, you know what I do when I'm really mad? Sometimes what I do is I write down what's making me mad on a piece of paper, and then I crumple it up and I throw it away. So, I'm like taking the negative energy and I'm directing it somewhere and
Zenryo,
yes.
you have 3 more questions to ask of him before I let an arrow fly into his gray matter.
Okay, hang
The
on.
dragon lolls its head and turns to you, Zenryo. Roll an insight check on the dragon.
Me? Okay. 18.
Okay. This dragon is not afraid. I mean, it's as afraid as anything that's about to be on death's door is going to be afraid. But it's almost like a warrior's death. It knows it's going to die. So it kind of is to terms with that. But it does look to you, seeing as how it is still under the influence of your suggestion spell.
What do I ask this thing? I'm like the worst person because I have no backstory on what to ask it. Okay.
Alternatively, Zenryo,
Yeah.
if you wish to forfeit any questions to me, I will take them as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's focus on getting the information we need, and then when we come to the part where, you feel like you need to channel this energy, this negative energy, let's think about it.
Zenrio, I want you to think
Okay,
about your mother and father
okay.
being torched by lightning in front of you over and over and over again, and multiply it by hundreds, maybe even thousands of times.
Bummer. Yeah, that sounds. I understand that you're upset, and I would be too. I would be furious. But what we can do is, you can be the better person, or Cobalt. You can show that vengeance only is a vicious cycle. It only breeds more vengeance. So if you kill this dragon, then who's gonna say what somebody's gonna do to try and get back at you? You can break the vicious cycle.
The cycle is continuing right before us. This thing came from someone who wished to give power to those who want to instill their religion on other people and exile and murder a set of others.
Well, maybe we can change their minds.
Oh, don't worry. Every single piece that you lost, the dragon kind of smiles. It's all going back to where it belongs.
Oh, bro, please, I'm trying to help you here. Bro, work with me.
Ghoul. The fucking bow turns into ice.
Oh, God!
The
Okay.
greatest tragedy is that you're not going to be there to join them.
Okay, where is Darkus? Where is Farkus? Whatever his name is.
The dragon's head actually kind of like lulls down. Unfortunately, he's not here.
Good, I can see that. But where is he?
First was Iron Oath, then the swamp. What was before that and what was after? I think a coastline is next. And then...
Is his ambition bigger than just kobolds?
Oh, my brother. It is all of us who have been wronged.
Are you claiming you're a victim in this as well?
No.
Oh, God. Okay, so
That's your first
I'm gonna ask you a question here. Let me get a question task, okay? Is there any way, Brimfang, look at me, okay?
He's already looking at you.
Yeah, I sort of assumed that, but I'm saying it anyway, just for effect. Look at me, okay? Is there any way you would ever consider maybe not being a jerk all the time and being nice to people? Come on.
That is a matter of perspective.
I didn't think setting people on fire is considered being very nice.
It certainly is nice for me.
Oh, bro, you're killing me here.
I have another question then.
Go ahead, ask it.
What do the silver scale kobolds have to do with this?
For the first time, he looks stunned, the dragon. He like blinks twice and stares at you. The what?
Oh. So you weren't told everything then?
Do not treat me as a fool. You as any other would know there's no such thing.
Now see, that's where you're wrong, as the grin's returning on Task's face. I've found some documents that might lead to them, or prove their existence.
Fairy tales.
Now, why does this hurt you? Surely, surely,
he
if it's
begins to
fairy. Oh, I'm sorry.
He begins to squirm in the things a bit, like just like. There is no such thing. It does not exist.
Now,
Show me
see-
this proof. Show me these documents.
Oh no! Now see where I'm standing. You seem to be quite upset about the fact that I brought this up. That indicates to me that you know something.
Do not
Yes,
take
I
me
mean-
for a fool.
Oh, we need to keep him alive, see? We don't need to kill him.
No, we don't have to keep him alive, but I would like to.
Ah.
Now, I don't care if you believe me or not. Now let's play the hypothetical game. Why does this matter to you? If they were or if they weren't, where does this all tie into place?
Mutants. Offspawn of what we truly are. In truth, it disgusts me. Though you aim a bow at my face, you and I share the same beginning. And the reason I am not afraid is that we will share in the same end.
So your cult believes that the chromatics will all be merged as one by the end of this little ploy.
It is not ploy, it is destiny and a matter of time.
That puts some perspective of that 5-headed Hydra thing I saw.
Do not speak of Instruck in such an insolent manner. Show your respect.
Oh yes, I'll show respect to those that murdered my family. That seems like a wise idea.
The dragon lolls his head over to you, Zenryo.
And I'm feeling that we're all a little tense right now. Maybe we should, take a 5-er, come back, think about this, take a deep breath, and maybe do some meditation. And I think maybe, don't resort to murder, right off the bat. My thought is, maybe we should get everyone else here to get all the information we can, and then, see about letting him go. Because maybe, I know it's crazy. You're like, wow, what is he thinking? Letting him go? That's nuts. But what if he owes us a favor, later on, right? He'd be like, hey, I remember you guys.
And then he can fly back to Darkus, and we can start a vicious cycle of me being hunted down in my brand new home, having it start all over again, and lose a second family? I don't fucking think so.
But what if we make him promise, like pinky swear? Does he even have a pinky? That he wouldn't tell.
Oh yes, I pinky swear.
See, when you use that turn, I incline not to believe you.
Stop being naive!
I'm not naive, I'm just trying to be nice.
One of the orcs kind of walks over with the rope and just kind of like points towards the dragon, like, you want us to tie his head up again?
Put it back down. I'll be back with him later.
The orc
Task
nods,
Task-
walks over and just like tightens up around the dragon's mouth. He kind of kicks and pushes, but eventually
Bind his mouth and blind him.
The orc kind of looks down and is trying to figure out how to do that to a dragon, but they don't really have much cloth. They have fur. But they kind of look at options, and as you guys head out, you see them kind of like just toss like a piece of wool over top of its eyes.
I'm gonna keep constant because suggestion lasts for 8 hours, so I'm gonna keep concentrating on it.
Okay.
But I'm assuming we're walking back to join the others. then?
At this
Yeah.
point, Task stops, looks at Zenryo. If you make me regret this, there will be consequences for you.
Okay, look. Okay, I 100% understand. I swear that I will do my best to make sure nothing bad happens. Okay. She's still cooperating.
All right. Meanwhile,
Okay.
Remy and Greckles, you are led by. This is happening at the same time. You are led by Audrey to kind of the war planning area, kind of like a more clear section of it. You guys kind of set in the center, and Audrey kind of walks over, and she begins to kind of pace and look at you two, like the two of you, back and forth. Okay. She kind of scratches her head. I don't really know how to teach you this, to be honest.
Well, then perhaps maybe we could ask the correct questions. For example, what could we expect as we approach the camp? Calls, signals, signs, anything of that nature.
We usually use, well, the paladins use this signal, and she reaches up her hand with two pointed fingers and does kind of like a come here motion. That's a means to regroup. Usually when we're out on missions and we're out, if we all need to get back together, someone will do that and we immediately regroup. Which one? Okay, so you're gonna be the cleric, right? And you're the paladin?
I believe that was a plan, right, Remy?
Yes, that was the plan.
Okay, first of all, you, Remy, shoulders back, head up, slightly up. Chin always has to be up just a little bit. It's hard with the teach. You kind of like readjusts your head to look up a little bit.
Right. So, night posture then.
And a little higher in the chin. We worship the sun, remember?
Oh, I always look up at the sun.
Yep.
How's this?
Your eyes will start to hurt after a while. That's good. That's good. But you have to keep it up. Okay.
I did not literally mean whatever.
That is very weird.
Well, that's what they're trained to do. Okay, shoulders back. Always polish. Helmet always on. The only time you take off your helmet is during sunrise, midday, and midnight sundown prayer. Those are the only 3 times, okay?
So unless I'm praying, keep the helmet on.
Exactly, unless you're off duty. But, I mean, none of the paladins at the camp are off duty, so... Well, unless you're sleeping. If the sun is present, you're wearing the helmet. Make sense?
Yes, pretty straightforward.
Okay, never put a hand on your weapon.
No hand on the weapon.
No. When you're amongst your comrades, you should never have a hand on your weapon. It shows mistrust. But if you're near an enemy, say the orcs, for example, then you put your hand on the weapon.
What if we believe there may be a hostile in the area?
Well, if a call is ordered, then yeah.
For example, say we are out by the bushes doing whatever hedge work they're going to do, and we hear something, and we believe it may be a hostile creature. Are we allowed to draw a weapon, put a hand on it, call attention to it?
Put a hand on it, I think. She kind of scratches the back of her neck. I don't wield a weapon. Well, I have my mace, but that's not really meant for...
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, head up. Also, definitely, if you're talking to your cleric, and she looks towards you, Greckles, firm voice, quick commands, precise. If you're feeling particularly cruel, you can do a shove or two.
With Greckle's permission, will play the part to the best of my abilities. That includes their disrespectful nature towards you.
Not excessive, though.
No, of course not. I would never pull him in front of an arrow or anything like that.
Bitter. Audrey's face kind of curls, and she goes, "Anyway, you," and she looks to you, Greckles.
Yes.
This one's a little easier. Okay, let's grab. Actually, here she kind of She takes off part of her robe, and she gives it to you, and she's kind of like, "Okay, the beak's a little." She kind of like tries to push your head back with the beak and the hood, trying to like get the beak under the hood. Okay, we'll fix that in post. Okay, hood always up. Same thing with the helmet.
Gotcha.
Makes sense. Okay, now hands positioning is very important. Okay, so show me your hands.
Okay.
Oh, your nails are really long. You need to trim them. Okay. So your 2 fingers. You see your pointer finger and the middle finger? Take both on each hand and take your right hand and place the middle finger between the middle finger and the pointer finger of your left hand. Okay?
So, okay, just out of character really quick, because I'm trying to write all this down.
Yeah. So
It's
2
like-
V's. It's like do 2 double peace sign and then cross them.
With index to index and middle to middle?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Peace sign.
Yeah, no, I'm jotting these down too.
Yeah, right.
Like, so it's like Wakanda Forever, but with peace signs.
No, it's like we're at part 1 right now. This actually has a few parts to it.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to
Yeah.
do it along with what you're describing.
Lucky
Yeah.
Borky does not.
I'm glad
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I'm
Listen,
actually
I
like,
am
doing it.
so lucky that Borky
It is-
doesn't have to do this. I am.
It is literally 2 V's and you cross the 2 closest fingers coming together.
Right.
And then what you do, is she says, is you hook the fingers together, you bring them close, and you basically kind of cup your hands doing that with the 2 fingers locked together.
Hook
I
fingers.
think I got it.
Mhm. And then
So wait. Hook fingers together, close.
close, but you want the fingers outstretched. So you don't want them tightly pulled in. They're actually open.
Okay.
This looks really weird.
I don't even know how to visualize it. Just
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. It's literally like, I wish I had a webcam. It is literally like 2 fingers crossed in the middle, and then they're coming into like almost like a diamond. Like the entire both hands are coming into almost like a diamond shape as she does this. It's just like it doesn't really mean too much. It's just a little detail. She looks to you. She goes, okay. And then once those are there, you hold them right down past your waist, with the crook of your arm stretched just slightly right here, and she kind of gently pushes your hand down almost to like the your waist or so. And she's like, okay, so the reason we do that is so at any point we can flip our palm and cast a spell. We never have our hands clenched. We always keep them open. Additionally, shoulders down, head down, and never talk unless you're talked to first by your paladin.
That'll make things easy for the both of us.
Clerics will usually only ever respond to paladins or their own paladins or those who outrank their paladins. They'll never talk to other paladins. That is, of course, unless we're off duty.
So, essentially never speak to another paladin, aside from my own.
Except for your own, or someone who has rank on you. So in that case, Athtar.
This hand thing is going to be hard to reenact. I'm just going to say that right now.
As long as you remember
just say you do it.
So I do the thing you told me to do.
If you struggle with the hand thing, the other thing you can do is press your thumbs together and your pointer finger together and bring it down to a triangle as well. It's kind of like the young way to do it, I guess, but same idea.
Okay, right foot green.
Look, this is subterfuge. This is what you have to go
Oh
through.
no! I know, but I had to get that joke in. I'm sorry.
Does the point go down or up?
The point goes down, so you're always your fingertips are always facing down.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing she goes,
What
you can
about
talk to-
what
Go ahead.
about prayers, calls and responses? I've seen other faiths do it before, where there will be a well-known call out and then there's a return from a congregation of sort.
May Orun's light be with you is the most common. May the sun shine on. May the light never fade. I mean, a lot of it's fairly similar.
You'll see Remy clear his throat. By sun we see, in light we thrive. Through night we hope, with dawn we rise. Or something like that.
Yeah.
You're not half bad at that, Remy.
I heard it enough.
Someone tried to draw the hand thing. All the fingers come together. They're not outspread. They all come together.
Yeah, anonymous person who drew that terribly. God.
No, the fingers intertwine. All fingers come together, pointing down.
Yes, West Side.
West Side?
So is that what this is? Is this the meeting of the West Side and then bring it down?
No, it's the sun side.
The Orun clergy's throwing up gang symbols.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so I think I got it.
Okay, so we don't do blood in this area. Got it.
I'd love to take a picture, but I'm covered in band-aids because the rat.
Is that it?
Oh no, I can't do my gang signs because of the rat wounds. It's like
Did I
such
get
a
it?
such a
God damn it, Octo. Octo,
it's so good.
Octo, you're grounded too.
Ah, man. Okay.
Go to your room, no Netflix for a week.
For those of
Okay.
you who
Aw.
don't know, Octo posted a picture of the OK hand upside down.
Got him.
Got him.
got him.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Oh,
let's
God.
get back to this.
All right.
Audrey, is there anything else that I could expect to be told or expected to do? When as soon as I enter that camp, I need to know exactly where I need to be, what I need to say, what I need to do, everything.
Keep talking to other clerics to a minimum. That is very much frowned upon.
So how exactly are we going to separate a cleric from their paladin long enough for, well, for Panic to be able to work his magic and get them out? And that still leaves 2 others we have to rescue.
I could send a sending spell and maybe see if they have something planned.
What we also need to do, we need some kind of call sign so that the other clerics know who we are, but not raise suspicion. Or a password or a passphrase. Something.
Or the Gotham symbol.
All joking aside, you could change your hand signal slightly, perhaps, or a greeting, a specific greeting, maybe something like "May Solar's grace pave the way this day."
I
Is it-
actually like that one.
Okay.
Is it not typical for Solar to be mentioned in prayers? If that's the case, that's the perfect word to use.
We don't pray to Solar too much, considering what happened with Soliandris, but
It might be inconspicuous enough if we simply mention the name in a greeting.
it could, yeah. In terms of the paladins, let me see here.
All things considered, Remy, I think it might be rather poetic if talking of Solar's grace lighting a brand new path was used for this.
Sure, I can make a note of it.
There are 2 paladins you should be aware of.
All
All
right.
right.
One, his name is Boris. He'll probably be the one giving the most orders. Honestly, I'd see him becoming a herald of the sun one day. He's very tactful and strategic. He makes for a great leader.
So he's charismatic.
Similar to Remy, I guess.
Aw.
But
Remy will glare at her a little bit.
I just mean, like,
Easy, easy. We're all focused. Come on.
you're not like the demon guy where you're wearing like a cut shirt and stuff, but I could see a statue of you somewhere.
He's handsome. We could just leave it at that.
Oh, him? She points a thumb towards Remy.
Well, I don't know. I mean Boris or this other paladin you were speaking of.
Regardless, Boris is a good leader, might be a herald one day, probably giving orders. I understand. And this other one?
She always takes a breath. His name is Westcott. Out of all the paladins, he's the cruelest.
The Gronkowski of paladins.
Come on, guys. We let you have your scene.
Yes, I know.
He's
All right.
You're gonna have to brace yourself if he starts being himself.
What exactly does that mean?
You remember I mentioned there was one cleric who would really want to leave no matter what?
I assume it's his.
She nods.
All right, so my next question is what is the best way to separate a paladin from their cleric if they're going to be in such close proximity all the time and you're not supposed to talk to anyone else?
Clerics
Nightfall.
are
Would it
nightfall.
not?
No one will be outside at nightfall. We stay in the camp at night. There are
Yes,
dangers in the dark.
the idea was to hit them when they were out in the open by the hedges, if I remember correctly.
If we wanted to hit them, but if we wanted to get these other clerics out, you segregate paladin and cleric at nightfall for sleeping. Is that correct?
We do, but that's behind walls. There's no way. With respect, if you guys go in that deep, there's no way you're getting back out.
Hmm.
that
Understood.
many
We
people.
can't go past the gate. She's right.
A few things can happen that can separate us. A danger, something like that. Sometimes in more close proximity fights, the paladins will all. She kind of like takes her fingers and kind of like clumps them all together and like makes like a bashing sort of like motion. Like they all kind of just jump in and fight the thing, and then the clerics will stay back. And sometimes, as punishment, clerics are separated from their paladins too. The paladins get punished that way. I mean, we also can separate to gossip occasionally, though we are checked on pretty frequently.
So you're saying the clerics can talk amongst themselves?
But not too much, of course. She kind of rolls her eyes a little bit.
Well, that could be one way to isolate at least a couple of them from the clerics, or from the paladins, at least. We know that there's 3 clerics that want out, yes?
I don't know if there's any others. I mean, I just know that Honore wants to go, and I'm assuming that, what was her name? Kendra would also want to go too. Those 2 for certain. And then the third one would probably be Maria. And if there's any others, I have no idea. I can use sending again. I can send another message if we need to.
Well, we definitely need some kind of a passphrase or password gesture.
Okay.
I think the solo greeting would be the most efficient.
Agreed.
Okay. I can send a sending spell and let them know when you're going to come. You're going to be in disguise, and you're going to be giving that phrase, correct?
Yes.
That is correct.
Greckles, you're going to have to help me, I suppose, disguise my voice. I've seen you do it before. I'm not the best at doing voices, I guess.
Well, that's built in the blood of every Kenku, my friend. You just have to practice.
Not every Kenku, unfortunately.
He responds in Remy's voice. Well, then I guess I'll just have to show you the correct way.
Oh, that is terrifying. How... please don't do that again.
That was really odd. Can you do me?
I mean, I can try really, really hard, but
Oh my god.
It is
She kinda laughs
spot
and
on.
That is really frightening. Wow.
Oh, do you want to see
Uh-huh.
something even more frightening? Watch this. Cast disguise self to look exactly like Audrey.
Oh, hey, that's perfect.
but
Not
they're-
quite. We don't
they're-
want him to look like you.
Yeah, it'll probably have to look like someone else.
Well, it's just a simple gesture to show you what it's capable of. Though there is one problem. Audrey, if I can see your hand momentarily.
sure. She shows her hand.
Greckles will take her hand and place it on his beak, where a
Oh.
nose should be.
Oh, she kind of like takes the hand and kind of like goes all the way up and then eventually pokes you in the eye by accident. Sorry.
It's fine. It's all an
Okay.
illusion, and I'm still
That-
trying to get better at that.
That should be okay because no one should touch you.
That's good. That's good to know. That was another question.
Yeah, no
Right.
one should. The only people who would be maybe your paladin grabbing you to shove you out of the way or in the way, or Athtar. But Athtar won't be outside the wall.
Audrey, I do have a very important question for you. Do you still have your holy symbol?
She kind of reaches up and touches it. Yeah.
I'm going to confide something very, very important into you. And I want you to understand that this is a matter of trust. I might need that in a show of good faith to prove to prove who I am actually not. But don't for a minute think that I don't know how important it is to you. Because back at home, I have a holy symbol of Orun myself that belonged to a very dear friend.
I can't cast spells if you take this, okay?
I understand.
No, you're gonna have to tell Gruel. She gives you this very serious look.
I'm sure we can handle that. It's important to the plan. If we want to sell him as a cleric, he would have some kind of holy symbol.
Okay. Let me send the sending spell first. Like she's almost like a kid having to give up her favorite toy.
we
She's
don't
like,
need it
just 5 more
right-
minutes.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
We may not even need it for that long. After all, we're going in to simply tell the clerics and leave, aren't we?
Well, you're gonna have to get them away from their paladins. If the paladins notice they're gone, that's gonna be.
I had an idea. I don't know how feasible it is.
Let's hear it.
So, I believe you said that there were 14 potential pairs of paladins and clerics that will be out there, if not more.
I have no idea. And then there's guards on top of that potentially too.
All right. Well, I've been thinking. Either Panic or Task could do this. I assume Panic will be somewhere nearby in the shrubbery looking for us to lead at least one of the clerics to him so he could get her out. If we have Task or Panic make some kind of noise in the shrubbery, I assume maybe there's trees nearby, we could try to assemble the paladins and clerics we wanted to go investigate. Myself, those 3 clerics and their paladins, and Greckles. Once we are far enough away from the group to investigate, if everyone is on the same page, we should be able to at least capture the other 2 or 3 paladins.
We're not stupid. She looks at you like, we're not gonna go because of some noise. We're gonna stay close to the wall.
They're holed up really hard.
And if we hear something, we're not gonna go check. We're probably gonna.
Great.
I know I've brought this up once before, and I don't mean this as a means of death, but rather of distraction. Is there any large flammable source of anything in the encampment?
Well, they're cutting down trees.
So there should be some fresh wood, possibly brush. Has it rained recently?
No, it's been.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little humid here, but it's from the ocean. It's not like from rain. It's been actually relatively dry for spring. It's been pretty nice.
A story one of my old masters told me, Remy, is in order to break into a heavily fortified castle with only 3 other men, he actually leapt to the wall and found a nearby pile of hay to use as kindling, and then just set fire to the entire compound. Not a soul was lost, but they all did flee.
It's funny you mentioned that. You mentioned that once before, did you not?
I did, but it was far more destructive.
Just don't forget, Masters of Fire, remember?
Yes, it would be quite easy for them to probably extinguish it, if not control it.
Well, it is possible because most people who can control it would be Athtar or, she kind of scratches her head. Oh, I forgot about someone.
Oh, let's hear it.
Who?
There's a sorcerer, that's right.
The sorcerer.
There's a sorcerer.
Does
Yeah, you saw him, Remy, on the boat. He was this really haughty looking dude. You didn't. Oh, that's a pun. You didn't get a good look at him, but you did see Athtar like handing off the magical items to him, so that makes a lot of sense. He shouldn't be a problem. He usually stays within like the main tent along with Athtar, and he doesn't really go too far from there. Kind of sticks his nose in his books and leaves us alone, thankfully.
Well, Audrey, all things considered, like I said, this isn't meant to destroy the entire encampment. It's merely to get attention. The question is, do you think it would get their attention long enough to do what we need to do?
I think it would. I mean, depends. It's all situational, but I think it would. At this point, Gruel kind of walks into the room.
Is he with Borky and
huffing.
Panic?
No, he's by himself at this point, like, because he left earlier than the rest of them.
Got it.
And he's kind of huffy at this point. He kind of looks at the 3 of you and he goes, "How's it going?"
Hail Gruel. The plans are actually coming together. We have targets. A plan is slowly coming together. We're figuring out how these fire throwers behave and act. It's interesting, to say the least.
He kind of looks at you. Roll an insight check.
Both of us, or just Greckles?
Just Greckles for this.
Okay.
That
Nice.
is an 18.
Wow. Okay. Didn't roll very well. He's not hiding his emotions. He kind of looks at you, Greckles, like, "Why are you here? Let the 2 of them be there. Go away." It's kind of got this look like, Great. You're here. Good. Not like in a mean way, but in like a
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Remy and her.
Greckles.
I assure you, Gruel, this won't take too long.
Is something wrong, Gruel?
No. How are you all getting along?
We're getting along fine. You're also a terrible liar.
What do you think I'm lying about?
It's not important. Audrey, I believe we have some more things to talk about.
Oh, we do?
Yes, I wanted to know, this sorcerer, is there any reason that he could potentially come outside to investigate this fire, or would it be someone else that would handle it?
If it got out of control, he would probably come out.
Lovely.
But if he does, and if you guys are still there, then she kind of looks like 1,000-yard stare. I haven't seen much of what he does, but from what I know, he's very powerful.
All right, so ideally he's not involved. If he does get involved, we should... Well, I think that's the end of it. We get who we can and get out.
Worst case scenario, we run.
Yes. We also had a question for you, Gruel.
He's just kind of staring. Yeah.
What is... the holy symbol that Audrey uses to heal your men and conduct her magics. When the time is right, I wish for Greckles to take it with him to keep up the ruse. He would have something if he was a cleric of Orun.
Gruel kind of looks to Audrey, and Audrey goes, I can't heal without it. And kind of... Very well.
It's much appreciated. This should not take a long period of time.
How did your interrogation go?
The boy is an idiot, but he's still one of ours. We got enough information, I think.
So he's willing to help us then?
A few nights in a cage might give him a bit of perspective, but yes, he's willing to help us.
Well, I had
Speaking of
another
help,
Oh dear.
Zagu
Yes?
is going to be accompanying us for this next part of your mission. Since we don't expect to see combat, hopefully.
I'm sorry, who?
Sagu,
Ah, of course.
our shaman.
Yes, of course.
She has a
That's
spell
the-
that can make us. That's the
that's the old lady, right?
That's the old druid lady, yeah.
Oh, the old druid lady,
was
got
gonna
it. So
say,
his
yeah.
mother,
He-
right?
It's his mother, you think. You don't know, but
It's mumsy.
she has a spell that can hide you. At least hide you easier.
Hide us how exactly? From sight, from smell?
Detection, sound, smell.
Oh, all of it.
It's a
My
good thing to
goodness.
have.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Druids.
I was thinking, Gruel, we were trying to come up with a distraction for the paladins, but if you think your old/new friend would be helpful, I have another idea that might also cause a distraction and potentially get us more orcs back.
I'm listening. At
Well,
this point, Borky and Panic, you guys emerge as well.
Ah, perfect. Exactly
she's-
who I wanted to see.
Yeah,
Borky!
oh, yeah, 1 second. Just need to finish off what we're saying to Panic. Panic, I brought you along because, you really helped me be better. So I'm glad you came along, even if you didn't add anything to the conversation.
We're glad I could be moral support, Borky.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Oh, hey, what's going on?
Strategizing, mostly.
Oh, it's good. Isn't that just repeating what we talked about last time?
To an extent, it's the next phase of the plan. And I'm glad you're here. I was speaking with Gruel, and I had an idea for a way you might be able to help us.
Okay. I mean, like, I figured like Panic says, moral support, because you guys are like the sneaky birds. So,
Well,
like,
I thought we might not have to be the only sneaky ones. Potentially hit them on two fronts. Again, it's just an idea, and I'll
okay.
just stop
Well,
me if
I'm
you
all,
think that's too
I
simple.
have 2 ears, so I can't be all ears, but yeah.
Let's hear it.
So we have a dragon of some young age in our midst. Yes, captured.
I mean, unless
Yep.
Task killed it.
Gruel
I
kind of
don't.
looks.
I don't see why he would slay a dragon. They're also
He's done it
red
before.
scales, so hope,
Oh,
He's done it before.
regardless. Well, unless we start hearing fire and cackling or something, I think we're fine.
It's okay.
So, my idea is we need to keep up the ruse that nothing has happened. As of right now, they're expecting a delivery that isn't going to come. If that happens, all of a sudden they will be on high alert. My worry is if that begins to happen when we're trying to evacuate a couple of the clerics, that's going to be a very big problem. It's going to be harder to separate them.
Okay.
So, my idea was for you, in disguise, since apparently we can change what people look like, to go with the other orc that we have captured.
Time out there, Remy.
Yes.
That's. I can only do that to myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
He can only blue himself.
We all saw Zenrio become a giant monkey, right?
Yeah, Zenrio's got polymorph too.
If I'm not mistaken, your friend, whose name escapes me, the fish.
Zenrio.
Yes, Zenrio. Lovely boy. I believe he has the capability to also change the shape of a humanoid-type creature.
Yeah, but I think it's like random.
That's awful.
I mean, we could just ask him.
No, it's not awful. It's wild magic.
It's crazy magic.
Random effects happen at certain intervals. We had an employee who was a user of wild magic, so.
Yeah, you distinctly remember Panic at one point. You came back and Euro Magister was completely blue, and he was very embarrassed about it. He told you to move along, and you were like, "All right," and you just kept about.
He's like, I don't want to talk about it.
The random effects only happen sometimes, so.
He also turned Borky blue, right? When we were I think it was at the war room, just to tease him. Did he turn you blue?
No, I turned him invisible.
Turn him invisible. That's what it was.
Invisible.
Yeah. Reckles has invisibility. Yeah.
So he's
at this point, Task and Zenrio, you guys enter the war room as well.
Norm.
So, what'd you get out of the dragon?
Okay, so there's a guy, Farkas, and he's
Hold
a
on.
leader.
You said his name was Farkas.
Yeah, that's right. Right, Task?
Does he turn around to look at Task to ask that?
Yeah.
Everyone else will see the upside down arrow on the back of his head.
Okay, I think that's his name. But anyway.
Darkus.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Oh, that guy you're looking for?
Oh, that guy.
He's the he's the leader of the dragon cultists.
Oh, that complicates everything.
Oh dear.
Unpredictable.
Enemy of yours? Gruel kind of turns and looks to you, Task.
Slayed my entire civilization. The whole reason why I went to Alavast to find him and kill him.
I pray to Ganesh that you bathe in his blood one day.
From what we found out, he's taken the north, he's taken the swamps, and now his men aim their sights for the coast.
Task, he is still alive, though, yes?
Yes.
All right. That's good news. I was going over a plan to potentially use him as bait.
You want me to be
or at least to keep up a ruse.
So,
you are the second. Okay, go ahead.
So you want a distraction, pretty much, yeah?
Yes, my concern is if we don't deliver the dragon like they're expecting, at least one of them, they're going to know what's up, and they are going to be more prepared if we try to, well, take their clerics from them.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. The Task, you sitting there chatting with the dragon. I'm guessing that you and Zenrio, managed to pal around, and now he's our friend. He'll work with us?
Yeah, well, I was bad cop, and Task was, angry cop.
What the hell is a cop?
You know, when you cop a field, you know, when you cop,
I see.
You know,
Panic
so we
puts his leg up on a table. Interesting.
Doros back in Alavast just sneezed for no reason.
We were you know, when you take something, we were taking information. And, so we found out that, the red dragon, well, first of all, red dragons are mean. They're mean.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, they were he was I want to set things on fire. I want to get a lot of treasure. I want to...
Typical chromatic dragon nature.
Yep,
Yeah.
sounds about right.
I asked if, if he would think about being nice, and he gave me this whole discussion where he was like, well, what does that mean for me? And I don't know. I still think there's good in everybody. And even if it's a red dragon, I still think that we could be his friend if we really tried.
You are denying me so much retribution right now, Zenryo.
Look, but I said it's a cycle. It's a negative cycle. You know, things just get worse the more you put
Zenryo.
into it. Okay, yes.
What have you ever lost?
One time I found this really cool looking rock, and then I thought I set it on my nightstand, but then I went back and it
Zenryo,
was, yeah,
let me rephrase the question.
okay.
Who have you ever lost?
Well, I haven't really lost very much.
Let me return this around. Greckles. Tass looks over to him, just pale, just blank face, just like, I'm letting this slide because it will only just make me worse at my job right now. Let me rephrase something a little bit. Though the conversation with the Red Dragon was of selfish gain on my part. I don't know if remember our little information we discovered about the Silver Kobolds?
Right.
Apparently that struck a nerve with our Red Dragon friend.
Oh,
He wasn't really like afraid. He was more like just like what? Like you just
no.
told him, like
I'm not saying he's afraid. I'm saying like he's just like, oh, that struck a nerve. Like before, yeah.
you just told him Santa exists, except for not in a happy way.
Morky kind of grabs Zenryo by the
Asshole
shoulder,
Santa.
and Morky grabs Zenryo by the head and kind of ruffles his head tendrils. It's okay. It's
That
okay.
feels fair.
It's okay, man. I know he's back on point here. So that's a
Yeah.
no-go with the living dragon. So how about I bring back the dead one that's in pieces, and I'll be all like, what happened?
Zenryo, I want you to roll an intelligence check for me because I just checked something that might be of use.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
8.
8. Let me see here. You, with your polymorph, might be able to turn into that dragon that's in the pen.
Okay. Hey guys, what if I was the dragon?
That
What?
would work.
Oh
You
wait,
could pull
no.
it off.
Task
I-
is like holding in laughter right now, just
I
trying
can't-
so hard.
I can't because it's got to be a beast.
Oh, it has to be a beast?
It has to be a beast.
Does it say specifically?
Yes, it can only be.
Oh,
Polymorph
it can be
is
only a beast. Okay.
A
Yeah.
DM could
From
make an
any
exception though
beast.
for a really good idea.
Alright.
That's really
No.
cool.
Okay.
That'd be
I
too much.
misread that. Dang.
Let's-
Okay. I got excited.
okay.
I was like, this
Time
one's gonna do
rewind.
something.
Yeah.
That was your
Hey,
8
guys!
in play.
How
I have
about
an idea. Never mind.
how about I just bring the dead dragon?
And what would
We were and I'd say we were double crossed.
It's not a bad idea. The problem is, they're probably going to want to interrogate the both of you, which could very easily destroy the ruse, and then you're stuck in there.
God, I really wish I could have tried to be a mean dragon as Zenryo, because that would have been so much
I
fun.
That would've
know.
been so cool.
I know.
I looked into it for you. I was like, maybe this is an option, maybe. And I was like, oh,
Nah.
my bad. I
That's okay.
skipped it and I missed the beast part. Sorry.
It's all good.
That
That's
should
fair.
be bolded.
I mean,
If-
we're planning
if
on
it-
getting out before then, right?
if it were anything, that would have to be between Remy and myself. If we were posing as those coming back.
You're not
Well,
going back as
no, there were
orcs.
there were two orcs sent. I'm talking about specifically
Oh,
who
that's
went
right,
after
that's
the
right,
dragons.
that's right.
And if we do this simultaneously, we could potentially get access to the female and male orcs to speak with, because obviously they're going to be in the very front, as well as the clerics who we will be dealing with. And it gives us all the ability to try to gain more allies. The more we can dwindle their numbers, the better.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Why
The
not?
orcs are a lot more disposable than we are. I don't know for certain, but you guys might be disposed of if you failed. I don't know. Like, I'm not certain. They might let you in, but letting you back out, probably not. And even then,
Well, here's the thing.
Just-
If we need a distraction, and you guys were talking about fire, and they know how to use fire, so I don't know how that good is that. What
Well,
would
only
be
a
the
couple of them
ultimate
do.
thing to rile up the orcs and
the clergy at the same time. Someone they're not expecting. Not one of us. We gotta save that little tidbit for later. There, Gruel, what was the name of your former leader?
Huh?
Oh, I believe it was Sneglag, the one who left.
Ugh.
Snake.
What will happen if Snaglack appeared to have set the fire?
How are you going to frame him for setting the fire?
I'm gonna be Snaglack.
And Borky just smiles.
Gruel kind of turns to Audrey and goes, "At this point, Snaglack's kind of Athtar's lapdog."
It would be hard to it would be hard to
No, I
impersonate
know.
someone who's already in the
I
camp.
meant the leader who died.
Oh, the
Oh!
leader.
That's
Don't
what-
make me dig through my old as
What's
fuck
his-
notes.
Yeah, that's really old notes.
What's his name? What was his name though? That's all I need.
Oh, I don't know. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves and your plans.
Oh,
I'm
here
sorry.
we go.
This is.
All right, can we do this out of character just for expediency?
Yeah, that's fine. All right,
Yay!
so Curtis, so your idea is to impersonate whoever this guy is.
Yeah. The
And then
former
do
leader.
what? And so you're gonna set the fire and let everybody see that it was you.
Yeah, and I can handle. And if they come after me, I can handle. I can take the most beating out of all of us.
So, well, yeah, but here, this could work because you can also be made
Oh.
invisible.
I found it. Holy shit, I
So-
actually found it.
Yeah.
Gruel turns to you, goes, "His name was Orvar. He was my brother."
Well,
So that is...
how would the orcs react if it appeared that Ovar was back?
At the
Probably-
very least, they might believe that Ganasha sent one of his, would it be angels?
The look Gruel gives you. when
I
you
am not
say
familiar with.
that.
I am not familiar with the terminology, but
Demons.
yes, avatar of his will, perhaps, is the way to say it.
Here's the thing, it was lacking something, but right there, the orcs will freak out if Ovar is back. And I can say, you can inform me about what an acolyte of Nash would say. It's not. This could be exactly what we need. The orcs would then be separate, and then the paladins will be running to try and stop that from happening. Obviously, there'll be a fire on
think-
fire.
Oh, I don't think that'll work though, because the orcs are behind the wall.
Nonetheless, they'll know that it was Ovar, or they'll
They
be
would have to see it, Borky.
No, I will be as loud as I possibly can.
As loud as Borky can. He will bellow it out.
I mean, Borky can be pretty loud.
Yep, Borky's a loud son of a bitch. There we go.
And then-
Gruel kind of rubs his beard. Audrey is kind of, but they're willing to listen to you. They're gonna try and help you whatever they can.
So then what? Remy and I would go in at that point, or
Exactly.
Well, we'd already be there. We would use the fire he sets as the distraction to get out the clerics.
and then
but when-
Panic uses
well-
his magic door.
For at least one of them, yes.
I could
But-
turn someone into a lobster.
getting you in Zen would be really, really hard.
I didn't mean me. I meant somebody else. I meant one of them. Because like, what's a lobster gonna do, right? Oh.
Well,
Delicious.
anyway. My only
Yeah,
concern is
sure.
that if there's a big commotion, the paladins would immediately grab their clerics, making it relatively counterproductive to what we're trying to do.
We have a scroll that we made, did we not?
Grandma made you guys a stroll, I think.
Was it invisibility or was it something else?
A spider
That's what I-
climb.
It was
was
spider
spider
climb.
climb.
That was right. That was right.
Yeah.
That's not useful here in this
Yeah,
situation.
never mind.
No. So if someone gets trapped and needs to escape, that might be something.
That's what I'm saying. Is whoever like Borky could take it with him and then he could climb up a freaking mountain if he has to.
Or could be right on top of the tallest tree, right by the edge of the base, so they could all see him from the top of a tree as he lights
You guys
it on
have.
fire.
Are you guys on the map? Sorry, I should give you guys the map.
Yeah, we cannot see.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Sorry,
this'll help.
I realize I put it over there.
Okay,
if I-
so
if
above,
Audrey's above game. Audrey's going to point out this is where they're going to be trimming trees. This purple outline.
Okay.
Okay.
got
That
it.
is
Okay.
the front of it. In fact, I'll go over here. They're going to be around here, is what she points out, because she's heard that them talking about like trimming those trees for a while because it's starting to be cover, and it's the point where someone could climb them and then jump over the wall, and obviously they don't want that. So
Right. And those gates are going to be closed, I assume, while they're out there.
you have no idea.
Okay, so Kurt, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Do we have an exact time of when they're going to go out there?
After dawn prayer, so right after sunrise.
Okay, so we at the very least we know the doors will be open then. Then we also know the doors are going to have to open for them to go back in. So depending upon how long this trimming is supposed to last, you could technically set the fire as the doors are opening for people to go back in, which would give them a glimpse of who you are, and then GTFO.
I could use. How does the invisibility work exactly?
The moment you make an action, it drops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
so you would
spider
have to
climbing-
set
would
the
spider-
fire
would
and
spi-
then
would spider climbing up work? Activate in action?
Where would you go up though?
Up
you'd
a
go up the
tree.
wall, but there's people there.
I'd go up a tree, the tallest tree there
There-
is.
They're cutting down the trees.
Oh.
You guys would all be, if you guys are hiding anywhere, you're at the base of the tree line because that's the
Yeah.
only way you're going to see anything. And they're cutting down all the other trees. So
There's-
any
Okay,
other tree will be down.
this is the other thing that we could consider. So we have 3 clerics that we're trying to get out. If we can only get 1 or 2 out, the 3rd cleric could make sure that the orcs know who did it. She could like a promise to get her out is one thing. It doesn't have to be right now. But if that whatever cleric we can't get out is willing to stay in there for a little bit
I'm looking
longer,
at the map. The ridge on the left. How high up above
Where?
the camp is that?
we
okay,
determined that is not climbable. You can get in, but you cannot get out.
No,
It
I
is
just
slippery
Borky was
and
on top
watery.
of it though.
okay.
Not going down the ridge, but being on top of it, looking down.
You
to
wouldn't
the
be
ridge.
able to see anything from there.
You from the top of a ridge,
No, it's not. It's like
but it's above
big,
everything.
giant, jagged rocks. It's like a sea edge. Like it's not a vantage point. I'm gonna just say flat out, not a vantage point. You'll be too far away from anything to
Got
give
it.
any effect. Yeah.
Well, here's here's the other
yeah.
problem. If they're tallying heads and they notice 2 more heads that came out of nowhere, how are we going to figure that
We
one
don't
out?
know they're tallying heads, dude. Yeah, we don't.
We don't know that they're telling heads, and the goal is to be in and out before they figure out that we're
Alright.
there.
All right.
I'm gonna say
Like-
at this point, what's your plan? What is your plan? Time's up. What is your plan?
Okay, so do we want Borky to try to set a fire or no?
Borky will set the fire. He'll also look like Orvar.
All right,
Okay.
so
And
Remy
Borky is-
and Greggles are going in disguised as a paladin and a cleric.
Correct. You are going to be in the shrubbery sneaking around because that's where we're going to have to get one of the clerics to you. Either you're going to have to run to them, or they're going to have to run to you, and then you're just gone.
I guess I'll just have to sneak through somehow and
Yeah, play it by ear. If they can get to you, there's gonna be a code so that they know that we're there and in position. If they can get to you, great. If not, then I trust Panic's judgment to be able to get to them.
Gruel is doing something too. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but you're gonna like it.
Okay.
Audrey's gonna send the sending spell and relay as much information as 25 words that she can spare because that is all she has left for the day. And
One thing I would request of Audrey, if she could make a very simple healing scroll. If I had to fake healing, I'd like to have some kind of way of doing that.
she doesn't know how to. That's the unfortunate thing. They don't.
Wow.
train you
Okay.
What cantrips do you have, Greckles?
Nothing that's gonna.
if
be all
push
that-
comes to shove, I can heal you guys.
There you go.
No. That's not the problem.
He
The
wants
problem,
to fake
he
look
wants
like
to-
he's healing.
he
It's
wants
to
look-
fake it.
Do you have
You
prestidigitation?
have the healing wand. You could give. Oh wait, no, you don't.
No, we don't. It's
No, I
gone.
don't.
That's right.
Everything's gone.
Remember, you
okay.
took everything from us.
I did take everything. Yeah.
I have Mage Hand, Firebolt, and Minor Illusion. That ain't gonna be much to pass for a cleric. I don't-
Minor illusion is an illusory effect, right? So you can make it look like you cast something. They don't have to know what.
No.
Make it look like
no.
it's... Oh, no?
Specifically, it creates an illusion of an object.
It should be okay because most clerics usually only heal their own paladins. Only in times of great crisis do they heal other paladins.
Okay, didn't know that one.
Okay.
Got it.
So but anyways,
Okay. Now our plan is in place. You guys seem to know what you guys are doing.
One
Gruel can
last
set up his
thing.
own plan. Yep.
Audrey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the one cleric that I need to get out. As I am right now, I might be, a target, and I point to my horns.
Uh-huh.
Can I borrow your clothes?
I actually kind of need to borrow those, buddy. I mean, I could just make you straight up invisible. You could be in and out in a heartbeat.
That's fair.
Actually, that works.
Yeah.
If Panic's invisible, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You guys. All right.
I thought you looked pretty good in this clothes.
It lasts a solid hour, so we have more
So
than enough time.
above game, then do we want to leave Zen and Task to keep dealing with the dragon since he's still in the camp.
Let's take everybody with us.
Okay, cool.
Zito's going to be covering the back end, and I kind of want Zenryo to maybe help Borky with his illusion.
Golden rule,
He
guys.
has to help you.
Golden rule: don't split the party.
Yep.
Not for something like this either.
I was just gonna ask, like, what? Okay, so I didn't want to take away from anyone. I was just like, where do I fit in this?
Okay, so here's what I would recommend, Task. They're going to have archers all along the wall. So what I would do, because your perception's pretty high, look for if they notice anything when we show up, and then have some kind of signal to let us know, whether it's a whistle or anything, just so that we know, hey, they're starting to figure it out. Like, oh, they've done a head count up on the wall, or there's paladins starting to look around like, wait, where did they come from?
Gruul,
So I would say you have to be a lookout.
All right, so wait a minute, Gruul. What's the loudest like creature that lives around here, and what's its discernible noise?
Probably the great ocean moose.
What's it sound like?
Oh.
Yeah, like that.
All right, so
Okay.
I will roll a survival check to mimic that.
All right. You practice that?
I'm going to practice that.
Okay. Hey,
Sounds
what
like
do
a
we
big
do
daddy.
with the? What do we do with the dragon? You just want me to, let him?
Oh, no, no,
The
no, no.
orcs can guard him if need be.
The dead one, no. I already got an idea.
Borky just smiles.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
No, I'm
Task.
gonna chuck it and be like, look what I did. Which is not a lie. The question is how now I have to blue myself
Task.
Do we know what they wanted the dragons for in the first place?
to have
Those
them.
you guys figured out what happened. I think the dragon relayed to you, Task, that there was a sorcerer that wanted them.
Yeah, a sorcerer
Yeah.
a sorcerer wanted them. Apparently, their sorcerer had a way to control them, and they had like-minded. Their conquest is a like-minded situation.
So they were going to use them and not for a ritual. It was going to be actual service. Like
Yes,
pet.
more like soldiers, or more like
contracting
yeah,
a mercenary.
yeah, contracting mercenaries.
I see. Interesting.
Task. All things considered, if the silver kobolds threw him for a loop and they didn't know that, that's probably information they don't need to know, and it may not be the best thing to keep that thing alive.
Tash just looks over at Zenryo. Tell that to him. He's the only thing that's keeping that thing alive at this point.
Look, I would recommend, if there's no harm in keeping it alive for now and the orcs can guard it, we take care of that part of the plan when we get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
the
mean,
moment that is not true, Gruul would like a new helmet.
There you go.
I'm just not a big fan of, murder.
Okay,
You're in an
but
orc camp, boy. Murder is a way of life here.
That's
Now.
unfortunate.
Trust me,
Everybody-
Zen. I know how you feel.
Everybody, take your count, sharpen your weapons. Tomorrow at dawn, we make our way to the camp.
Can I
I
ask?
will need. Okay, one quick thing though. Holy God, I need more arrows.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can get hooked up with arrows.
Okay.
I have
the-
4 arrows left.
Okay.
Real.
Let's see how many arrows the hunters have. They have 29 arrows. But that is all the arrows they have. So
Can I have 15?
they are willing to part with 15.
Thank you.
Real quick. Borky would like to. You don't even have to do this in character. Just talk to Gruul about how Borky can blue himself.
Gruul literally looks at you and goes, "It was your plan. Figure it out."
Shoot.
He's not a disguise guy. Well, I don't like.
Well, we talked about it. Zen would probably be able to help you with that. That's who to talk to.
You can polymorph to adjust features. I think I've heard of that happening, but alter self is like the one you're usually supposed to use.
Polymorph is like, keep in mind, polymorph is beast only.
Yeah.
So I can only turn you into something.
Also, it wouldn't even count for an orc.
No,
Yeah.
that's a humanoid.
Does minor illusion turn somebody blue? Would that, or is that
Nope.
major?
it can't. There's no possible way that
No,
Greckles would be able to layer that over Borky. It would.
I will say this, because there are spells that specifically do that exact thing. Other spells can't really do that. So disguise self, it doesn't. Oh no, you don't have a disguise.
Does
kit
the
anymore.
encampment have any paint?
They might actually.
Actually, blue
There
tribal
is-
paint would absolutely
I was
work.
about to say.
Yeah, that was my fallback. Do they
Shuga?
just have a paint bucket or something?
You're gonna panic. You're gonna have to go talk to Shuga.
Shuga.
Panic walks in. Sugar.
So you're gonna seek out paint. All right. Panic. You go. You are directed by Gruel, who at this point is upset because there's no grouse tonight because there's a potential for battle tomorrow. And plus there's a crap load of preparations. In fact, once you guys kind of leave the encampment and you hear Gruel barking some orders, besides the two guys guarding the dragon and like a few guards kind of encircling the camp, the place is empty at this point. But you do notice, Panic off into the distance in a corner, a tiny little hut with a ton of smoke coming out of it as you approach by yourself. There's no door, but a flap on the front.
I knock on the flap.
As you do, bellows of smoke come out. It smells like sage and burning incense. You have no idea what this is. You watch as this old, wrinkled, almost avocado sunken in face.
Yes! Greetings. My name is Panic. I hear you are Sugar.
She smiles.
Oh my God! It's Babushka.
Yeah, I know.
She kind of like waves her hand to let you in.
Best character right now.
All right. Panic walks in.
All right. As you do, it's all smoke, and she kind of waves her hand, and eventually the smoke kind of dissipates over time. She offers you a cup of tea.
Sure.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Awesome. And before I nat one again, just like my butthole. 8.
Ooh, not great. As you take a sip of the tea, you try very hard not to immediately just spit it out. It is so strong. It literally tastes like ground up, like rubber band tree sap. It is just awful.
Hearty.
Good antioxidant.
Panic's face shrinks to like 5 times its normal size.
So taking
She
your
kind
hand
of
off.
rests her hands over her. She's got like this like carved staff, and she kind of rests her hands and looks at you, kind of blinking. You can barely see her eyes.
Yes. I was wondering if you had any paint I could borrow.
She kind of turns around. You watch her kind of dig through some different clay pots and things like that, a few baskets. And eventually she pulls out a fistful of what looks like blueberries, like wild blueberries.
I know that is what they use for paint, quote unquote.
Roll knowledge history, I'd say, from your time being here so far.
12.
Okay. No, she's trying to figure out what exactly you want.
Like paint, like, you know, I like, you know, I like do like the football player, like lines under the eyes motion.
Okay, let me roll for Shuga's intelligence here.
Oh, and I'm going to prestidigitation as I move my finger. I'm going to
okay.
leave a line of black.
She actually rolled a natural 19, and she goes, She kind of turns around, wiggling her finger. You watch her go to a jar, and she lifts it up, and you see inside what looks like some sort of like powder pigment of some kind. Definitely smells. And she clunk, puts the jar over, hands it to you gently.
Thank you.
And she hands you another jar of water.
I see. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much.
She kind of pinches your cheek a little bit.
Yeah.
And you hear her say something as she kind of waves goodbye to you. Ganache. And then the tent flap goes down. You currently have enough blue to easily cover Borky, and probably 2 other people if you need to.
Dabba dee dabba die.
Dude, she gave you blue.
She gave you blue.
I got blue.
Papushka orc.
I got
Alright.
blue. Now Becky will let me smash.
There will be no smashing tonight. There's no grouse.
Beans.
Called for battle. You do notice, Panic, while you're on your way back, you do see Gruel and Audrey talking, kind of off to the side of the campment a little bit, and it's just like she's kind of giving him this look, and he's just like, he's kind of like talking to her, but it's a little ways out. What do you do?
Going to act like I'm walking by, and then when it seems like the coast is clear, I'm going to duck into the nearest place where I can hear them.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Oh dear goodness gracious!
Wait, Greckles?
What?
21.
He is
Wow.
Greckles. He is Greckles.
Wow. Okay. The roll.
I didn't know you had polymorph too.
Good roll.
They
Good roll.
both rolled 6s
Ha ha ha!
on both dice. That's crazy. Plus Audrey's. No, not that good. Okay.
It's because I did the doo-doo.
Yeah, they didn't even notice. They're just too busy talking. You dive into a bush. Roll a perception check with
Do
advantage.
do 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 do.
Perception. Here we go.
This is pretty low.
Nice.
18.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. As you're like, you kind of like peek, you pull back the bushes, you have your 2 pots in your hand. You hear Audrey go, I'm sorry, I don't understand though. And Girl's like, I just mean once you get past the feathers, I mean, it's pretty, it's pretty, strong, robust, has a excellent beak.
Lovely plumage.
Yeah, but I don't know if you know this. I don't know him that well. I mean, you don't know him yet. Girl kind of leans up against like a post. She goes, yes, but we haven't had a relationship until this whole thing happened, okay? Like I don't understand. What are you asking about? Why do you care about this so much? Just, well, it's just, if you two are going to be here for a while, I'd just like to know how you're all getting along. She kind of narrows eyes. Right, okay, I'm going to go. Yeah, I'll go also. Preparations to be made. Have a good night. And he kind of walks away, and Audrey just kind of shakes her head and begins to walk towards the bush. I need you to roll another stealth check for me.
Man, big horned guys do not know how to talk to women.
Good thing your horns are small.
It's not the size of the horns; it's how you use them.
Roll a stealth check. Big
Yeah,
horn
I'm
MacGuffin.
looking for it.
We're stalling.
23.
Hey!
No, that's a 16 for her. She walks right by you, doesn't even notice at all. She kind of shakes her and goes, "What a weird guy." Just kind of keeps going.
All right,
At this point, as you guys prepare for the following day, we're gonna take a break here.
Okay.
Sweet. Dude, what are you, Gronk? If you just don't move, they won't see you.
Gronk.
Gronk.
To be fair, panic is kind of it's like a brimstone-y color, and it is nighttime.
I thought you were gonna say it's getting dark and he blends in, and that's racist.
What?
That's terrible.
All right,
Why would
I
you
am
say
gonna-
that, Monty?
I am gonna go and get something to drink, though.
You
I
should
don't
do
have
that.
any
I'll stay here
water.
with the chat. Who's staying with me in the chat?
Love you, chat.
I'm here.
I'm gonna quickly
Hi.
scarf down some like half of my dinner.
Nice.
We are going to jump right to where you guys would be. So
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
there's be
So
no
we're just
in-between.
basically. Do we heal up when we
Is this
rest?
long
Yes,
rest?
you do. Yeah,
Okay.
long rest.
Sweet.
Everyone long rest. Spell slots are back. Everything's back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Spell
replenish the plenish
slots.
spells.
Egg
Definitely.
salad.
I'll be
Egg
right
salad.
back.
What? What do you even? What?
Said egg salad.
Mavis
Hi.
was now resigned. Tears flowed down her cheeks and mixed with the blood on Johnny's chest where she rested her head. The boy whispered,
God.
I know I'm dying.
Stop
And
getting out of
I
here.
also
you're
know
stuck-
that you
no.
have done. But tell me, what did you discuss with your father after the party? So you did hear us, Mavis said. We were talking about your future with me. I should ask if you wanted to become a vampire to live with me forever. But I did not have the courage. I was afraid of your rejection and having to resign to see you grow old and die. Mavis, bite me. I can't do it. I promised to my dad I wouldn't do it in any case. He told me it would be dangerous, probably lethal for both of us. But he would not say more. I'm sorry. Mavis brought her lips to the boy's to give him a kiss with the bitter taste of blood. That ends. So ends the prologue.
Also, can we, guys, probate? You look. I see what you did. You snuck that in while he was doing fanfic, and I know Kurt's not here to freak out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of bits. But he says in before the plan falls apart due to a poorly timed natural 1 with all of the good grief and bits.
Right.
Probate, it's been said a million times. You're freaking amazing. We really appreciate you. I don't appreciate the jinx, though. I don't appreciate that you just paid to jinx us.
I mean, he
Because
knows,
you know I'm going to get that 1. He already
knows-
knows. That's why he did it.
he knows it's gonna happen. He already called it.
If the math by the chat is correct, that's 25,000 bits.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of bits.
You know what can counteract the bad juju though?
Can you? What are you gonna do? Drop 25,000 bits of like good juju?
No, I'm gonna read the next chapter of this Hotel Transylvania fanfic.
No.
The celebration of Mavis's 118th birthday had ended with a shower of fireworks, which for the first time in more than yeah. What's up?
Thank you. Why do you hate us?
I love
Like
you.
why? I like you as a person. Why do you hate us?
No, listen. I'm trying to. This is called cultural enrichment.
Octo, you might be my favorite human being on this planet. You might be tied with Jack Black.
Oh, wow, really?
That's good company.
Wow.
Hey,
All
I'm right here. First of all, I don't appreciate that. Like, what the heck? I think I'm pretty like the best person ever, right?
Wow. I mean, you're pretty great.
Oh, okay. Oh, don't lie to me.
What?
Don't lie. What?
What?
Who's lying? Who's spreading lies?
Oh, Octo. Octo spreading lies.
No.
He
I
said I'm
was
a
just-
good person.
No, I was just reading more Hotel Transylvania fan.
Yeah, no, you didn't miss
Oh.
anything, Monty. You should just duck.
I am gonna eat this bun.
Ooh.
Bun.
It's like, imagine a cinnamon bun, but instead it's bread, and it's not like sweet. It's like cheese.
Oh my God, Dark Ronin is right. Hey, Octo, can we form a crazy duo called Tenacious Z?
Tenacious Z, I like it.
Can we do it?
Wait, which one am I? Are you Jack Black or are you?
No, you're Jack
Outcast?
Black. You just got compared to
Okay.
being the most amazing person in the world.
Shit! Okay, cool.
Shit! There you go.
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
And I gotta go to round 1 and sing Megalovania while
It's true.
my son films me. That was wild. I can't believe that video happened. To somebody else. Holy cannoli!
What?
Jack Jumbo dropping 21,500 bits.
Oh my goodness! Quick
Holy
counter the
crap.
nat 1 caused by bad bits. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. Whoa! Hell yeah!
Thank you so much, Jack Jumbo.
Learn how to play the saxoboom, and he'll love you more. Oh, I'm on it.
Avion
Way ahead
fan.
of you.
Oh my God, Zen is literally Papyrus from Undertale. He literally him. 1,000 bits. Oh my God. Well, thank you. That they called you
Thank you.
Papyrus, I think.
Oh, man, thank
That's
you.
awesome.
That's
You'll need to, oh no, probate. Why?
probate with a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Probate likes to defend his comfy chair.
Is that 25,000 again? I think, if I'm doing my math right.
comfy chair. I
Yeah.
think so. That
The
sounds right.
fanfic reading is payback for the nonstop Titus last week, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Okay,
whenever
I'm
they
not-
donate,
Y'all are gonna make me angry, and I'm gonna have to drop some money now because I
When-
can't have us being jinxed. I have to pay for us not to be jinxed.
Just gonna
Um,
scarf down some chicken orzo while we're doing this.
whenever anybody donates 420 bits on my stream, it plays Titus's laugh but slowed down.
If I'm doing my math right, Skull Shifter with 1,500 bits, just all clover leaves. Good luck. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
DeLuna, hey Bosco, did you decide what color scheme you would make your computer yet? Yeah, it's solid black, like the color of the case that has no windows.
All of the guests, including Mavis and Jonathan, were surprised by this. Everyone knew the secrecy of Hotel Transylvania was Dracula's.
Octo!
Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
By the way, Octo,
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, like, there's no anger between me as like players.
Oh,
That-
of course.
I just want everyone to be clear on that. Like that,
Guys,
there's no real hate. It's
guys,
roleplay.
but guys, that scene was so good. Both of you were so good.
That was a fun. I mean, it's more like. I know Zen is actually a little naive, but like the thing is, he's only 20 and he's never really left home.
No, that's
what I'm
fair.
saying. Like that made perfect sense.
Yes, and you were playing the whole point of why Tass was so mad. This is the whole fucking deal for him.
Mm-hmm.
This is literally the reason Task is here,
Mm-hmm.
and you talked him down from it.
Yeah.
Also, that
that's
dragon's an
impressive.
asshole. Brimfang is a dick. I hate him.
I know he sucks, and I'm like 9,000% sure that he sucks. But
But you're like, well, but he could suck and be alive, right?
yeah, he could
'Cause
suck
he could
and
get
be
better.
alive.
Also,
Yeah, he
it
could
was
get
it was.
better.
I went down through memory lane digging up the one shot for roleplay to find that name. I'm like, oh, the stats. I remember this.
Remember these stats.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Oh.
back. Dinner was not nice to me.
Hi.
Mhm.
We've been having a bit war while you were gone.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yep.
Oof.
My chicken
great
orzo is
ocean
quickly
moves.
So
available.
I'm sure Curtis
I
will be able
can't-
to call him off when he gets back.
Yeah.
Just,
Sorry to hurry
Oh
you
my
guys along.
god, what did I miss?
Yeah.
you missed
some stuff.
50,000 bits from probate, and then 25,000 bits from oh my gosh, why did I forget the name? Hold on, I'm scrolling.
Jack Jumbo.
Jack Jumbo, that's who it is.
Oh god. Oh my
Um,
god.
Sorry to hurry you guys along with the plan too. It's just like you guys got to go, because
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
You're good. You're the DM. You tell us to go. We're going. This is. I'm so hyped. This is great. This is hype. There's so many roleplay moments I want to have though, but this is so hype. I'm ready for this plan to sort of work.
Well, I mean, now you know why it's hard to get Grekel's backstory out. There's usually not a lot of time.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. No, it's all good. I just wanted to give you a heads up so that you could just be ready mentally. Like, hey, I have shit to talk about.
I'm all kinds of prepared. So
Okay, good.
I'm gonna find the appropriate music for this.
Yes, please do.
who are we waiting on still?
We're waiting on Kurt, I believe.
And Connor.
Oh my
as well?
god.
I'm here.
No, Connor's here. I hear him eating.
I'm eating bacon.
Did you see the ocean moose?
Yes,
Yeah,
the ocean
yeah,
moves.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Jack.
so good.
Excuse me.
This is a little too intense for a sneak mission.
Okay. It was kind of. I thought it was kind of Metal Gear Solid.
Wait,
whatever.
yeah.
look,
Let me
look,
help
it
it out
is.
for you.
But we're not Metal Gearing. We're trying to like.
I
is this?
am back. Oh my god.
Hi. You
Yeah.
you missed the bit war.
Yeah, what the what?
Yep.
Yeah, things happened.
Yeah, so we were look, just calm down. So we called off some of them, but Kurt, if you want to, here we go again.
Holy shit.
Here we go again. That's another 25,000, I think. Yep.
Really hard to find the.
Probate, look, you can't show it all to
I'm
him on one
slack-jawed
stream.
right now. What is
Probate,
going on?
you can't show it
We
all
have
to
to-
him on one stream.
I don't want to rush you guys, but
You're
if we could.
Yeah, let's move it along.
get through the bits,
Probate
and then
with
we gotta
over
get going.
85,000 bits. Christ on a cracker. By God, it's Probonaga with the bit bomb. Deadlift bit bomb, mamma mia. Oh my God, dude. Blackwing Hellkite, thank you too. And Jack Jumbo, quick counter the nat 1 because caused by bad bits. Probate. In before the plan falls apart due to one poorly timed nat 1. Oh no, save us, Probonaga.
We're waiting for that.
Alrighty. Alright. So, as the dawn almost begins, the blue in the sky comes out. Audrey exits her tent. She's been sleeping with the other orcs. And she gives you her holy symbol.
Don't
Greckles?
worry, I'll get it back to you as soon as we get back.
Of course. You guys take out into the woods. As you guys are going through the woods, I want, actually, Task, you be an expert at this task. I want you to make a perception check with advantage. Yes?
Task.
Zito not back?
Oh,
He
you
was
back?
he was back, but he may have gone to put his dish away or something.
Row. Okay. Then I will say Remy then, and Zenrio could make this check also.
What is
Wait,
the
which check?
perception?
Perception. For you, Remy, this is not with advantage because it is not distance sight. It is
It's
like
audio, or
it's
audible?
no, it's sight, but it's not distance-based sight. So it's something
Got
that is
it.
like hidden and camouflage. So
cool.
13.
okay.
10.
You do not see anything, but Zenrio, you do notice some of the orcs are tying up what looks like rope to certain trees.
I don't think those trees are gonna try escaping. Oh.
I'm gonna look what he's talking about.
One of the orcs kind of laughs. The other orc who you held the hand of just kind of shuffles shyly away and goes back to what he's doing.
Oh my gosh, he's totally crushing on you.
I'm right here. I was pulled
Oh,
away. It was an
no
important.
worries, no worries.
It was
I
it
just
was
need you
it
to
was
do
kind
check.
of it was kind of an important phone call. Sorry.
No worries. I was just wanting to check because they're it appears from based on your knowledge and tasks as it's pointed out to you, they are setting up some sort of trap. If you guys are pursued, so you do have some coverage for escape.
Okay.
If things go horrendously badly.
Well, good.
So, as you guys begin to sift through the trees around Grandma, Segu casts Pass Without a Trace on you guys, leaving the rest of the orcs behind in the depths of the woods. Gruul, Borky, Zenrio, Task, Greckles, Remy, and Panic. You guys feel the effects. You almost feel as if you're blending into the surrounding nature itself. Greckles, you have a little bit of a PTSD flashback to the flower nipples at one point, but you're brought out of it. You're like, right, they're gone. And as you guys move forward, you hear the sound of steel axes on wood, the sounds of chatter and almost laughter, amongst other things, as you guys see this.
Mamma mia.
Speaking of flashbacks.
Here we go again. La la, viva la resistance.
Okay.
Hell of a.
Task,
Alright.
as you look up, knowing your knowledge as a ranged character, you do see 4 guards currently doing a really impressive perimeter check on the base of the wall. They all appear to have bows as well, and are keeping an eye mostly on the paladins. If you'd like, you can make a perception check to try and read where their gaze is.
Sure. 24.
Nice. 24.
Ooh, good stuff.
You notice that these 2 guards in particular
All right.
appear to have their eyes on the clerics that are over here.
Okay. Left
Well,
is
these-
goose guarding.
Yeah, and then these other 2 seem to be just not interested in anything for the most part. This guy's kind of like watching the trees as they fall down, but the moment the trees are felled, he kind of just walks around the wall. They're not fully paying
All right.
attention. That's what
So
they
can I relay this to them before?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll relay to the party that left side is eyeing the clerics, while right side is a little bit more idle.
So the right side is a little bit more idle. All right, so that's our approach point then.
So
Great.
as you guys look forward, you see an absolute slew of tree stumps. You see piles of trees currently being stacked up, essentially, probably to be burned later. You see a couple of paladins are just kind of like just talking. They're not actually working. And a lot of the other ones are like taking work super seriously. One of them in particular barking orders. You can tell that's probably Boris. And that one he's the one right here. You can tell he's kind of pointing. He goes, lift that one over there. And they're all kind of like going about their business as such. Right?
I would assume, just really, really quick, while we were all buffing, that I would have Panic be invisible at this point.
Okay. Panic, you are now invisible.
Ooh.
They cannot see you.
Is Borky blue?
Yeah,
Borky is
Borky's
blue.
blue.
We painted you.
I will have Panic roll a performance check to apply your makeup.
All right.
Get the roller.
Yeah, literally.
Performance.
Come on, baby.
28.
20. Yeah, you not only are you blue, using some of the Auroch horns on Gruul's throne with the promise of getting him something better for the throne later. Specifically the helmet of the leader of whatever this thing is. You managed to create in your off time a set of horns that like you can place on top of Borky's head, essentially, like a disguise.
Wow.
It's almost bizarre. Him and Gruul look very similar, except for the fact that Gruul has a lot more hair and a tail. Borky does look like a Tanaruk now.
Thank you,
They will
Panic.
have to roll. They
Thank
will
you.
have to roll above a 28 to tell. That's
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
That's by the way, Borky. Well, before they headed out this morning, Borky said, "Thank you very much, Panic. I couldn't have blew myself without your help."
God
I
damn
am,
it.
I am just
Yeah.
referencing Arrested Development with that. I want you
You're-
to
That was great. That was great. No. Props
You're welcome,
to you.
Borky. I'm glad I blew you.
And disadvantage.
Ah!
I'm just joking. All right.
Wait, I want to get blue too.
No, you already had your fun with the carpet. Stop it.
Oh yeah, okay, you're right.
It's just okay. All right. All right. You
Twice,
have
Borky.
the opportunity before you. How do you wish to proceed?
Did we have time to talk as we were approaching? Like as we were to strategize now that we're close?
Well, you guys strategized last night, so
But what I mean is are we able to talk to each other since we're right next to each other without the
I
nearing?
will say for the sake of this, yes, this brush is thick, and you also have passive about the trace on, so I'm going to say no rolls are necessary. They're not paying attention. You guys are
Okay.
well hidden.
Well,
Just
we
for
know-
the sake of brevity, you guys are fine.
We know that
Okay.
Borky was going to do his thing first, then you and I go in. Because
No,
there's
we-
no.
we-
Oh, no,
we
we
have
never
to be-
clarified that.
No, we have to be there before he does the distraction, because when the distraction happens, we have to try to help get people out while also getting the F out ourselves.
Then we need to come in from the right.
I
Not-
agree.
Not the
My,
left. so-
my suggestion would be, because they're not paying attention, if we can be behind these logs or to the side of them and look like we're working, then they'll just be like, oh, we didn't notice them around the corner.
Okay.
Because we can literally, if I have my arrow tool, snap to center, is that going to do it? Like right about here, this area right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's-
We
you're
could probably
pointing
get
to
up
the
there
area
without us
with the
seeing.
felled trees right now.
Correct.
Yeah. There's a big
There are,
pile.
there are
Oh,
a,
I thought that was grass of some sort. Sorry.
No,
I
this
pulled
looks
out
like-
way too far.
yeah.
That's a pretty high stack of trees, so it would be above your guys' height as well.
And
Yep.
I would have, but also in preparation, I would have told everyone what that password was gonna be.
Yes, everybody knows what the password is. So
And I assume you'll be the one to say it because clerics speak to clerics.
Unless Panic gets to him first,
Correct.
because it's not an aggressive action, so he'd stay
Yeah.
invisible.
But yeah, so this is where I'm thinking, Grex, if you're
Mhm.
on board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to hit the broader side over here, where there's gonna be not these people to the left staring us down.
I
But
agree.
it's up to you.
I don't disagree. The question is, I want to make it look like we are somewhat visible. Like if
That's
we can
fair.
get there without us noticing, then
Yeah.
it doesn't look like we're hiding, but it looks like they could have just easily not seen us. Is the thing.
We also need tools to make sure that we are working.
Correct.
Do
Well,
we-
I could just
not,
be
not
observed.
all of them. Not all of them have tools. Only a couple have a set of axes, and the rest of them are just lifting at this point.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'll act out what we're supposed to be doing when I actually get to that point.
Okay.
Also, because we're standing right next to each other,
I think I have the whole voice thing down. I could try it.
All right, well, let's hear it. Let's hear your best paladin voice.
Yeah. Hark there, I am a paladin. Did that sound like I had to get rid of the accent and everything?
Oh boy.
Hold on, I can do it again. Hold on. I'll try to do a higher.
Every Kenku has mimicry, correct?
not every
him.
Kenku.
Oh boy.
The
Oh, boy.
Alavasti and Kenkus are all different. They don't have the same abilities. Yep. So Remy has different abilities.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
So he's gonna have to perform to fool them or deceive
Yes,
them.
I am Human.
Remy, I was half expecting you to go, one more score, Arthur. That's all we need.
One more.
All right. Well,
Perhaps if I
while-
do
Do it
less
for the
talking, it'll be
family.
better. If I do less talking, it'll be better. They know my voice. Sort
All
of.
right, and let me just get this out of the way.
What woman do you want to look like? You have a selection of your history interacting with people. Who would you like to turn into? I'm gonna recommend not Solly or
no,
Helena.
of course not. Of course
Yeah.
not. Well, I was gonna say, I was gonna use Helen as a base, and then just like different nose, different eyes, because those are the only two that we know of.
Like clergy women, yeah.
We also have a couple workers that we work with.
I was just gonna go with. I was just gonna go with generic human woman.
Okay.
I'm basically cloaked, so I didn't think
Okay.
it was that big of a big deal.
I will say, for the sake of this, based off your memory, you look a little bit like Alice. The
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
very
That's-
unassuming, plain human girl who works for you
Yeah.
guys for a short
Yeah.
while. And
mean,
literally,
that's-
you're thinking about bland-looking people. You're like, oh, right, her.
Oh, you're
Oh, man.
human then.
I completely forgot about her. Oh man.
Yeah.
Ooh, woo.
All right.
All right.
So you transform, and next to you, Remy, is a very normal-looking human woman wearing Audrey's clothes.
Shall we?
No time like the present.
This
Alright.
helmet, by the way, this paladin armor, which Gruul has given to you, covers your face entirely. It's very,
Oh,
very
perfect.
well. There's like cloth on the side too in some cases. Not all these helmets have this. This appears to be like a choice thing, but this one does. So.
And at least you get to stormtrooper your way without having to take your helmet off too.
It's true.
All right.
I guess we'll head up to.
All right.
should go
So
first.
both of you roll a stealth check with advantage, or not? Sorry, with advantage +10 because of pass without a trace.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So that's a 25.
That's
25.
a
13.
Yeah.
That one doesn't notice you. Wow, that one doesn't notice you. That's a natural one. Boris is too busy barking orders as you guys approach in whatever way you would like.
You said straight across.
Straight
to
across,
the-
yeah. Because then it looks
Alright.
like we're still doing stuff not out of sight. Also, we won't bring attention to where our party members are. I'll be
Right.
right behind you. Bam.
Okay. You guys begin
Actually,
to help.
you should actually probably take the lead because I'm supposed to be your bitch.
Well, but I should be next to you, observing what you do. Just fold it.
Yeah.
He's gonna fold his arms. He's gonna stare at you, and it's gonna mess with him to do it. But he's gonna kind of glare at you to do your job.
And then Greckles will give occasional shudders, not say anything, and just shuffle along doing work, question mark.
Okay. Roll a deception check, Greckles, with advantage.
Well, bam. That is a 16.
Okay. As you kind of do this, Remy, and just kind of like tell Greckles to do a bunch of stuff. One of the paladins, the blue one, kind of leans over and he goes, "Hey, send yours over there." And he points to the other clerics who are on the other side.
I guess is he motioning for Greckles to go over there?
This is talking to you.
Oh, what did he say again?
He said, "Tell her to go over there with the other ones."
I'm gonna grab Greckles by the shoulder. I'm gonna yank him up and kind of just direct him in that general vicinity.
You give an authoritative point.
Yep.
Greckles will shrink down, perform the gesture, the hand gesture, and just make his way over. I keep wanting to say cowardly, just cowardly.
Okay. Just very quietly, you kind of tiptoe over.
Meekly.
As you're
Meekly, yeah.
There we go.
Meekly, thank you. I'm so,
Meekly, there
so
you go.
tired.
as you're moving over, the same paladin goes, "Get a move on!" kind of shouting at you a little bit. And the paladin looks back to you. Remy just kind of shakes his head and rolls his eyes and starts like shoving some logs up onto the pile.
Remy will do the same kind of head shake, glare at Greckles again, and then return to doing pretty much nothing.
This other paladin, which seems to be kind of like keeping guard with the clerics, there are 4 clerics there. One of them looks sick. Roll a medicine check.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's a 9.
9, okay. Yeah, she's got like little spots on her face, and she's kind of like.
Ooh.
The other clerics are kind of tending to her, and like all 3 of them are just like, "Oh, how did it get so bad?"
So are the well, hang on, time out, because there are things to be done. Are the clerics doing any other kind of work, or are they just kind of huddled around her, or?
They're kind of huddling around, like handing her water and like kind of checking on her. Roll an insight check on the 2 clerics on either side.
10. God damn.
Yeah, they seem to be tending on them. The one paladin who's kind of keeping guard kind of gives you an idle glance and then just looks back for it. He's kind of chewing on an apple and just kind of like leaning up on a stump.
In a very sort of meekish voice, Greckles says, "Sisters, may Solaris' grace pave the way."
There's kind of this hush over them. You notice one of them kind of pulls her hand into her robe and slightly reveals Liza's mask.
Oh! Which one? Which one? Which color?
Which one has it? I think it's the blue one. It is, yep. This one right next to you. Like a kid who snuck their guinea pig to school. She like pulls back her robe and shows you, and then
What about the other 3?
they all kind of look at you and go back to it. At this point, you realize they're all acting. The one girl's not sick, and the other 2 are just pretending to take care of her.
So all 4 of them are in on this?
You get that sense there's 4 of them.
All right. I'll just do my best to tend to her with the quote sick one as best I can.
You give her some water, she drinks it, and she's like, "Oh, I feel so feverish." And they're like, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay." And the paladin eating the apple just doesn't care. He's just like, "I don't have to work, great." Ready?
Don't worry, sisters. Solaris will. Never mind. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
No, go ahead.
Remy, at this point, Boros is like, "Hey, you!
Remy will look over.
Fell that one." He points to like another little sapling, and he kind of chucks you the axe.
Remy will grab it and do as he says.
Okay, because you were alerted, no save necessary. You kind of grab it, and he points over to a tree. And you begin to
Just
hack.
whips that thing at your forehead. Catch.
To be fair, Remy's good at catching stuff, so we're good.
He's not. He hasn't. When is he gonna catch a break?
Maybe right now, where I just sit over here and shut my mouth for once.
As you go over and you begin to fell the tree, Boros kind of leans up and he pulls out like a smoking pipe, and he kind of fills the smoking pipe, and he goes, "So what are you thinking so far?"
Is he talking to me?
Yeah, he's talking to you.
Remy just kind of shrugs and hits it a couple more times.
"I miss the warm temples back home. You have to admit, though, the loot's pretty good here."
Keep chopping.
Oh. It's a shame we can't keep most of it. We'll probably see it again in Periton. And then one of the paladin goes, "Do you see that handkerchief that Aftar has?" The other one looks back and goes, "Yeah, he won't let us anywhere near that thing. He probably thinks we're gonna fool around with it or something." He kind of smokes the pipe a little bit more. Maybe you keep felling the tree. It seems at that point they're just kind of talking about stuff that you just don't understand. Nothing really.
He's literally going over the data bank of like, all right, what was that sound that Doros made to give any kind of confirmation?
Yeah, the grunt.
That's all he's doing is he's pulling a Doros.
Alright. Yeah, you blankly nod and give thumbs ups and just kind of And then occasionally you sweat for no reason. You're not sure why. The armor, by the way, is actually really comfortable. It's very well made, despite being salvage and also not really your size. It does fit quite well. At this point, what is the next part of your plan?
I believe it was panic.
Now we need the distraction part of it.
I thought panic was before the distraction.
No, panic is going to react to how they react. Because
Right.
distraction will get their attention, and then either the clerics will be able to follow Greckles to panic, or panic will have to get to them.
I also can smoke bomb our way out if need be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually really
still-
it's really advantageous that he's with the clerics. But so the plan is, after you make the distraction, that's when we move with panic.
Okay,
And
Borg.
that's when I try to get the hell away.
I actually might have something on that then.
Go ahead. You can
Monty,
talk behind us.
Oh no, Monty, is there an animal? A small,
Wait.
tiny animal nearby?
Any animal?
Any animal? One that
roll-
won't be inconspicuous if it goes to another tree.
All right, roll a survival check to find an animal.
Flying squirrel, flying squirrel, flying squirrel.
Flying squirrel bombers.
That one.
Oh, you find a snail.
Damn it. All right, well, fuck. All right, there goes my idea. At least get the nat one out here.
You could roll a perception check though to see if anybody, now that we've been here for a minute.
Yeah, you can roll another perception check to see where eyes are at this point.
17.
Oof. There we go.
Alrighty. Now before Borky got the scroll.
Hold on, Kurt. Hold
sorry.
on.
Oh, I was wondering.
He's rolling a perception check. As you kind of scan and see all the paladins at this point, these groups of two appear to be talking with each other. These clerics, these two as partners don't seem to dislike each other. The clerics seem very happy with their paladins. They're kind of smiling and laughing with them too.
Okay.
The other paladins appear to be kind of watching Boros. Boros is telling like this story about how he swears he saw a mermaid, but it was like big, fat, and gray, and he was really uncertain if it was actually a mermaid or not, or some other like new creature he's never heard of. So all these paladins appear to be having their gaze heading a bit towards this tree line. These two are still watching the clerics here, and this one seems to like kind of like he's not wielding his weapon anymore. This one in the farther corner, he's kind of like leaning over and watching them.
So all eyes are focused on the right side at this point.
For the most part, besides those two archers on the wall, and even that guard right next to him, just not paying attention. He's eating an apple. He's sitting on a stump, and he's just kind of listening to the story too, and just kind of like laughing every once in a while.
Okay. Is there any way I can like gather Borky or Gruul's attention?
Yeah, you can easily do that.
I wave at them. I pretty much like point to the guards, point eyes, and then point in the direction where they're looking.
Okay.
Gruul kind of turns to you, and he pulls out something interesting. He pulls out a war horn. He just kind of holds it in his hand. It is made out of a curved auroch horn, which is huge. And it's like, you actually roll. No, actually, you wouldn't. You saw one of these. Wait, hold on. You all saw that. When you guys were in the Fields of the Dead during the Hellmouth War, did you guys all see the illusions? I can't remember.
Yeah, we did.
We all saw them.
Okay. It looks like a Hellmouth.
Oh,
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of turns to you and he nods.
By the way, is it okay if I do my thing now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're good. It's all,
Yeah,
it's all
this
you, buddy.
is your,
didn't mean to
this
cut-
is
didn't
your
mean to cut.
cue.
Alrighty.
Yeah, this is your cue.
Alrighty. Now the way the spider climbing works is I can just look at it and I can just walk up the essentially the tree.
You can Great Gazoo it.
You can basically
Yeah.
Spider-Man it.
You
Alright.
Spider-Man it,
And
yeah.
Spider-Man and Borky just goes, all right, here we go, and he nods to Zenryo, and I guess Zenryo's holding a torch. I'm hoping, or at least Borky's gonna have a torch in his hand and a sword.
Zenryo has his abilities if he wants to utilize them.
Mm-hmm.
He can assist if he feels the need to.
Borky just nods at Gruul, looking down, just like hit it.
Gruul looks at you. He's waiting for you to go. He's holding his action.
Oh, I thought the horn was gonna go. Then I go up.
No, it's you.
No, it's on you, man.
Borky,
The horn is for something else.
Borky walks up to the top of the tree.
Yeah, sideways. You just walk up it like that. You know, like Wallace and Gromit with the pants. and just walk up.
Come on, Borky.
Borky
Yeah.
Good
has
moment. Let's go.
Borky essentially is holding out Ronfalt in his right hand, and from the top of his lungs, I have returned.
All right, you watch as all the eyes now, every single one that was looking towards anything else is now looking up that tree.
Nash has seen fit to give me a brief moment to descend upon where I come from. He gives me a new blade and a moment to speak to all of you. You have fallen away from the true path. I am Orvar, the acolyte of Nash, and you will all burn in not your fire, but what's that?
I got it. They're gonna react to you now.
They have line of sight.
Yeah, they have line of sight on you now. I
And-
gotta see what the distance is here. Hold on. Yeah, you are within distance. So immediately, the moment this happens, they see you on the top of the tree. All of the guards on the top of the tree, immediately, this one guy actually is gonna miss his chance because he was oogling at the clerics, but these other three ones, this guy should still hit you if I measure it out. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Oh, by one. Shit.
Yeah, it's actually it's
the range 120,
it's
right?
120.
It's
Oh,
one- it's,
150.
150.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the guy at the end actually is in range. So the first one's gonna take a shot at you. That is 100% gonna miss. That's a 2. That's a 3. That's even worse. That's a what the fuck?
Yeah!
No, keep using them.
No,
Yeah,
no.
no, that's good.
Don't stop. Wow.
I'm
A
sorry.
2?
Did you miss the part where Orvar's back? You don't shoot Orvar. I'm in the middle of the speech.
I remember him from the one-off.
I just rolled in sequence a 2, a 3, and a natural 1.
Wow.
Ooh, can I have a flavor for that natural 1?
Can I get a refund, Die Hard Dice? Wow. Okay.
Your dash protects.
I will roll severity for the natural 1.
Protect.
This is where you can roll your 20.
But most of all.
Okay.
Did he roll a 20?
No. It's not super severe, but it's gonna be great. So, what happens is, Borky starts his spiel, and you see Remy as Boris turns and goes, "Fire!" And all 3 rangers, not really paying attention, are just like, whoa, immediately pull their bows, shoot shots, and they just disappear in the brush. Task, as you're standing there, you hear a twing as an arrow lands next to you, which you can take if you want.
Yes, I would like that. Thank you.
The 3rd arrow hits the tree. What you realize now, Task, as you're going to grab that arrow, is it was actually tipped with fire. Borky, your tree begins to catch fire.
Yes! Nash will burn all that is not worthy of its gaze! Nash protects me! Your sun god cannot be seen in the shadow of Nash!
Roll an intimidation check for me.
Ooh, I love it. He's going hog wild.
With advantage, too.
Here we go. Come on, baby. Advantage.
Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. 15.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Roll.
As you stand here, Ronfalt goes, I am using my ability. You watch as the winds rush up and the flames just spin and spiral around you.
Nice.
Borky starts moving his hand in a circle like he's actually summoning it.
All right, Panic, what are you doing? You see absolute pandemonium now. Some of the paladins look scared. A few of them other ones are now drawing out javelins and swords now.
Yes!
Let's see. Fuck. I don't know if a whisper can carry from there. All right, I'm going to.
Can you move and whisper?
You're invisible, bro. You're fine.
I know.
And it's not a hostile action to whisper, right?
Indivisible.
All right, I'm gonna walk here and I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. I will say at this point, we will roll initiative.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh,
Got
damn
it.
it.
Here we go, lads.
Well, watch me get natural 20 in my
Ah,
held action be worthless.
4 and a 6. I'll take the 6.
23.
There you go, dude.
Hey!
Oh,
13.
very nice, very nice, very nice. All right.
11. Woo!
I think what's your dex there, Remy?
My dex is gonna be not higher than yours.
Okay.
All right, so we have, wow, this is, okay, so we have
Yeah, you can
Panic,
see the modifier number right next to the initiative.
Oh, sorry. I'm a derp.
Task, we have Greckles.
I forgot about my bardic inspiration. Those get refunded.
Yeah, you got those
Yeah,
back.
it's a new day, guys. You get
Oh,
everything.
you get
back.
all your tricks back.
I know. I just forgot to bump it back up.
Poor Zenrio on the bottom of the list again. All right.
no.
Sorry,
for-
buddy.
Rolling for Gruel.
We love you.
Jesus Christ, Gruel. All right. Gruel rolls really, really well. He almost beat you, Panic.
Jeez.
And then, let's say for this, the Paladin. Okay, not terrible. Plus. Oh, sorry. I have so many. There's gonna be papers all over the place again. Okay. Plus 1. So that's gonna put them. Oh, that puts them right with you guys. What is your dexterity modifier, Remy?
1.
Hey.
Okay, so they're gonna go. Okay. All right. Panic, you are up. As this tree is now catching fire, and as you look, you're like, oh, that's real fire. Kind of impressed at how Borky managed that somehow.
This is real fire.
This is
Hi, I'm Boca the Orc, and I want to tell you about real fire. We use real fire for all of
I'm
Good-ass
Borky with
work.
Real Fire Incorporated.
You ever feel like people are just faking? Nah, look at these CDs. Sheer fire on them. And Borky just crushes them.
Ganesh uses 100% organic fire.
Right from hell itself.
All right. Panic is going to crawl over to this stump. Going to whisper to Greckles, "Get them out of here now."
Can I respond to that?
As a free action, I'll say yes, you can.
They need to be all distracted first. I got 4 girls here.
They are all looking. It's only the clerics that are looking at you as you're whispering at nothing right now.
Okay, well, I mean, I didn't know what the pink paladin was doing.
The pink paladin is looking forward at the moment. He's just like, oh, geez, like he's actually going back and he's grabbing
Listen,
what looks like
bro,
a hand
you
axe.
are sneak 75 right now. He like has no perception on you.
All right, I would just be worried about the 2 wall guards also noticing us as 4 or 5 people make an escape.
The guy who failed, got the natural 1, is currently like, you see him duck down going, oh shit, he dropped his bow. The other guy is currently reaching back and knocking another arrow, and he's like lighting it on a piece of flint, it looks like, at his side. He's kind of like, kind of
Dimension door one of them out. It'll save me time.
I want to say something, but I can't. Fuck.
Yeah, you're not there. No.
If I do that, you guys lose me too. Fine. We got it. Just get them moving. I can cover you. All right.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. What is the held action going to be?
My held action is if these archers start aiming at the clerics.
What are you gonna do when they aim?
I'm going to cast darkness.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Imprisoning me. All that I see.
That ends your turn. It is now
Your team's turn is over. It's now the enemies.
Yeah, it's not the enemies. It is now Gruel's turn. Gruel, kind of, actually he's gonna run over Zenrio. He's gonna grab you.
Oh.
And he's gonna
Whoa.
pull you away from the fire because it was about to hit you.
Where are we going?
Fire! Oh, fire hot!
Fire hurt fish.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, pretty, and then it burns. You're like, ah.
Oh, fire hot! Oh.
All right. That will end Gruel's turn. That will be his action. Just basically preventing you from being damaged.
I
by
just
that.
imagine he just picked him up with one hand and just placed him in the exact same pose for
You know,
away.
Undertale, that one part where Papyrus picks up, or not Papyrus, Undyne picked up your character and put them down during the day.
Yeah.
That's what he did with Zenrio. He just grabbed Zenrio by the hand, lifted him up, and put him down.
Also
Yeah.
a fish in that
Alrighty.
storyline too.
Task, it is now your turn. You are now watching as the things are unfolding. The fire is growing hotter.
I want these boys to still be able to not have to worry about them right now. So I just did the math. I have enough reach to hit them.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Hailing Thorn.
Okay.
All right. Well, I have to at least hit someone first. Also, I have to. Actually, no. I have to just hit here, and then it's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, so you can hit that spot, and it's just like, don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
You do
All I
have
have to do is.
You do have to pick who you want to hit, though.
The point is that the area of effect hits both of them.
But don't you have to hit someone with that shot for it to work?
He's saying he's going to aim at the ground and then 10 feet off of that spot in the ground.
Okay,
where-
okay,
Yeah.
that works.
It's easier to hit the ground.
I'm not procking to hit them. I'm procking to get an area of effect.
Hit the wall. Okay, I will
Yeah.
say the AC for this is going to be 10 because it's the wall.
Okay.
That's fair.
And
That's very
unless if you do not want me to do this, I can actually hit the guy who nat 1'd and then proc it.
You can if you want. That's up to you.
Okay, I might do that on my second attack.
Okay.
All right, so first attack is the wall.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Who?
Come on, baby.
Wow.
11.
Let's hit the wall.
So
Angle the shot.
the wall takes 6 damage.
All right, a piece of stone falls. Tragically.
Which is amazing because it's like, hey, that stone fell. Then what's going? Ah!
You hit it, the stone kind of, just a piece of stones fall down, and then the spell procs. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw, correct?
Let me roll that for you. Hail of Thorns, make a dexterity.
Okay,
Saving
sunrise dice. That's a natural 20 for this guy.
Ah, piss.
Unfortunately, as you call down the hail of arrows, let's see what he has on him equipment.
Well, they take half damage if they succeed.
Shit, where are these guys? I should be more prepared for this, but there's a lot that happened. Alright, no, it doesn't. Alright, he does, like, shield himself as the arrows come down. I don't want to see if he had a shield. The other guy, let's roll his dex save. Mr. Fumbles. Ooh, that's 2.
Yeah!
He's not doing great. He's not earning that paycheck. As you bring it down, he leans over, and you just see all the arrows go into his back.
Oh.
And he's like, ah!
All right, so that's 4 points of damage. And then when he gets back up again,
It's Beyblade.
that's a 14 to hit.
That unfortunately does not. As you go to fire, you hit a tree branch in the tree, and you're just like, shit. But you're able to grab the arrow if you want to.
Yeah. All right, so that's my turn.
All right.
Unless I could use a move action to try and hide in this tree.
You've got two
You're
attacks.
pretty covered. And he
That
used
was my-
both attacks.
That was
Oh,
both
right. Hail of
Yeah.
Thorns.
All right. Where did my turn order go? Oh, right, it's on a different page. All right. Greckles, it is now your turn.
Greckles will grab. Let's see here. Two hands. The blue and yellow. Grab hands.
Okay.
Sisters, grab hands. Like
One of the
to get all of them holding hands together.
The yellow one turns. He goes, "You can drop the voice, dude."
Panic invisibly shaking his head
No, he
behind
can't.
Greckles.
Hey! I've got mimicry, damn it.
She's still giving you this look, like. All right.
Alright, fine, ladies, let's move it.
With your movement, if you're.
Fine, let's
That
go.
was such a great line. Oh God.
Just lights a match off of its stubble.
It's time.
Takes a big drag.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Greckles just pulls out a Glock for no reason.
Spin the. Oh, I didn't have to use my AK today. Guess it was a good day.
Let's go. Okay,
So,
okay.
With taking people by the hand for this, I'm gonna roll out. You can only use half your movement. So if you're taking people by the hand to move them on your turn, you have to go with half your movement. But luckily you're a rogue, so you can dash and use your bonus action to dash. Too.
I was about to say I was gonna bonus action dash. Can I actually ready a spell if I can tell if any of the other clerics or paladins are getting hot on us and drop obscuring mist? I don't know if I could do that as a held action.
Yes, you can. I will let you.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, you can't because you're taking your action. You have to use your whole entire turn, I think, to hold an action.
Well, if
I
he,
suppose-
movement is separate from casting, I believe. So would he be able to move and then ready the casting?
Yes, I will let that happen.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if I'm not.
I'll be
trying-
generous at this point. Why not? Sure.
All
Thank
right.
you, I appreciate
Well,
Thank you, Monty.
Half speed's 40 feet, so we're gonna be just to the tree line.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
This paladin is going to check and see if he hears you.
Do the other? Oh, I can only take the two with me on my turn.
Two, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only got two hands.
Yeah, but Panic's right there. So
Plus 3, that's a 13. I want you to roll a stealth check for me with disadvantage because you have two other people there and they are not quiet.
God, come on. Oh, stealth so hard,
Come
please.
come on.
Hey, that's not
a
bad.
10.
That's
That's
not bad.
And he got a 13. He kind of stops and goes, "Hey!" And he kind of turns. Let's see if his buddies hear him. They do not. But he notices and immediately grabs to his sword. That ends your turn.
Whoa! I had the held.
He has
was
the held
gonna use the
action for him.
I was gonna use that
Go ahead.
action. All right. So, give me a second here. I need to
That
make
was
sure
a
I
good. Hey, that was a good call, Grex.
can- So Greckles whispers underneath his breath, and let's see here. Where do I want to drop this? Because I want it. Let's see. Whoa, nope. I'm sorry. Wrong tool. Let's see. 20. Get the.
A quick question: how long does Pass Without a Trace last for?
A while. I think it lasts up to an hour.
Okay.
I was about to say, would I still have disadvantage if I had passed without? Oh no, it's because I had the.
Shuga's
Plus
gone.
to the tree line.
Shuga's gone though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Once you guys left the tree line,
Oh.
Shuga's effect is gone. Because the moment you're like, you guys are starting, she's like, I'm going home. Like,
Don't
Okay.
Get my ring
would've said,
brand.
Monty, can you help? Can you draw the box for me?
yeah, can you do it on the other
Okay.
side for me? Other way, opposite way.
I'm going.
Okay, up. Boom.
Okay.
All right, good placement because they would have gotten completely lost
Yep.
if it had not been for that.
That
You
was the
guys,
point.
That was really
Remy,
well done.
as you're standing there watching them like shooting arrows, a
Yeah.
huge miss. How tall is the miss, by the way?
Let me click the spell.
Okay.
Let's see here.
forever.
It just says 20-foot radius. Oh, it's a sphere.
So it's 20 feet tall too as
Yeah.
well. All right. That actually goes above the wall, so now these two archers can't see anything except for these
Ooh-ha!
guys over here. Two clerics right there, and you running.
Good old Muto no Jutsu.
They're gonna flip.
Would that fucking like confuse the other guy like his friend shot him?
Oh, my back! That will end your turn. Remy, it is now your turn. Boros is barking orders.
Okay.
And he says, "Block the base of that tree! And he kind of points and jazz fingers as you watch a few of the paladins now drawing swords.
To the base of which tree?
The one Borky's on.
Got it. So he's saying go after it?
Yeah, he's like, get to the base of it so he can't run.
All right.
He's vamping like a motherfucker, by the way.
Remy is going to use the dash action, but that'll take him off the map, but he's going to go all the way towards Borky and then past him behind this tree.
Okay, roll a stealth check because you're not doing exactly what he wants, but you are going into an area where you can stealth. You do not get Shuga's bonus for this because you are in combat now.
God. 14.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 10. He does not see you.
Oh, God bless.
You disappear into the brush. And that takes your action. You have a bonus action.
Correct. I don't think I can use it right. I'm going to save it, so that'll be turn.
Okay. All right.
So
that's
I'm
your
not.
turn.
Am I off the map? Should I, or am I?
We'll
'cause
just
dash
say you're
is-
there for now.
Okay,
We'll just
cool.
say you're there for now. It is now the paladins' turns. So immediately, these two on the wall. This guy's having a bad day. Hail of Thorns. Okay, nothing else changes. Okay. He's gonna stand up and he's gonna roll again. He's gonna aim for you, Greckles, as you're running with two. Actually, no, he doesn't know that. I have to see if he can tell what you are. He's gonna roll an investigation check. I want you to roll deception for me. Oh. Don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it.
I was about
okay.
to say because I do have my spell up. I wasn't sure if that'd give me advantage or not.
Yeah, you don't worry about it. He rolled. This guy sucks. The other one, though.
Thanks a
other
lot,
one-
Fumbles.
That's good because I rolled a 5.
Yeah, he got like 3, so
Nice.
he's not smart, he's just a mercenary. The other guy though is gonna look as well. A little bit better. Roll another deception check.
Do I get any advantage for having disguise
Yeah,
self
I
up?
will give you advantage for this.
Okay, deception. That is a 19.
Oof.
Okay. He does notice the clerics running, and he is going to point a finger and he's gonna yell, "The clerics are running!"
Would that proc my action?
If you would like it to, yes.
Okay.
It's going to reveal you, though. I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah, you are gonna be visible. But he is behind the yeah.
That's true. He's behind the tree trunk.
Yeah, who was it that was screaming and trying to take pop shots? The
This guy here.
Yeah.
All right.
The other guy, the other guy sucks and is getting fired, probably.
I'm just gonna hit as much people as I can with this. I mean, Fumbles
Okay.
over there
do
can't
it.
do shit.
Well, if one of those clerics can get away, you've got the other one.
Yeah, I'm going to man, hang on. I'm sorry, give me 1 second.
No, you're good. Who's up next, by the way?
After the paladins, it will be Borky, but the paladins still have not all gone yet. So.
All right, seeing as Fumbles keeps fucking up there, and I'm only dealing with one art. Panic is going to shoot his fist out forward towards the big group of clerics and paladins. He's going to say, "Intuneric," and I'm going to cast darkness right here.
Right there. How
Perfect
big
placement.
is it?
15 feet.
50 feet.
Oh, hell yeah.
Could you grab the measuring stick for me?
Yep, hang on. I'm just gonna.
Okay. There we go. You go down as well. Perfect. And then across to the right there. Perfect. Boom. Darkness drifts over top. You hear one very sharp, shrill scream, and you hear some shouts and yelling, and everybody else around at this point turns and now sees the giant ass fog cloud and this giant void of darkness.
To be fair, Panic, they can't see you now because you're covered on both sides by these effects.
That's the plan.
Unfortunately for
Yeah.
you, Panic, you forget what type of clerics these are.
Yep.
It'll stop them. It'll get them to focus on something else. I'm going to.
They are going to. The cleric in the darkness is going to channel divinity to get rid of it.
Oh, that's a reaction?
No, it's their turn.
It's their turn right after you.
I'm not done.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's you haven't held action. It's their turn.
Oh,
so you only
right.
get to do
Never
one
mind.
thing.
Held action.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You used the held action, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm not.
No,
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
So on their same turn, the clerics are going to. Sorry, I'm just gonna double check this and see this.
I did burn a channel divinity though.
You did, yeah. Second level. Magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you. You are outside of that range. You're good. Woo! All right. You see as light from the sky pours in, searing out this light. The cleric looks absolutely petrified. You seem to really scare her. The paladin kind of turns and goes, "Let's go! Let's go!" And he's going to move 30 feet. They're going to start hucking javelins at you. Actually, that's difficult terrain. He's going to have to go over there. Whoop. In fact, all of them are going to move into a more advantageous position. Also, I didn't hear that guy yell on the wall either.
Oh, the guy yelling about the clerics?
Yeah, they're really focused because Borky's out shouting them. They're rolling with disadvantage on their perception checks because Borky's just screaming. But Borky, you are now target number 1 for everybody here.
Okay.
So,
I should have gone
you
into a rage.
You are not raging too.
Should have gone into a rage.
You couldn't have really. I wouldn't have let you act if you were in a rage. So don't feel bad.
Angry
Alright.
acting.
It's fine. Let me get their bonus.
Method acting. I am very
Yeah, it's called method acting.
So, so is our goal here is to escape, or is our
to
goal
get out. We have to go.
Yeah. Now you need to go. All right.
You gotta get the girls out of here, though.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find information here.
And we gave you guys as much of a fucking like lead.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
that went about as. Oh, that went about as well.
They don't have javelins. They have longbows actually.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
All
not
right.
better.
Not great. All right. So, the one closest to the ground here is going to aim towards you, Borky. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
Yes, it does. My armor class is very low now.
That is 5 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty. Ooh.
The blue paladin also shoots out a bow. Ooh, that's a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Oh god, that is going to be 12 points of piercing damage. Max damage on that one.
Yeah, I'll say.
These two here are going to fire as well.
Which
oh
two?
god, that's going to be the yellow and the orange cleric who are kind of posted behind the wood pile. The first one's going to be a 23, which obviously hits. That's going to be 6 points of piercing damage. The one behind him is going to fire as well. That is not going to hit.
You
That
said
is
6,
a
so 6
12.
points piercing damage?
The previous one was 6 points of piercing damage. This guy misses. This guy is going to aim for you as well. That's also a miss. That's the exact same roll. This cleric here is going to... I don't think she can reach you with anything. Yeah, she can't. She's just going to go behind a stump, I think, at this point. She's going to hide behind a stump. Then the two gentlemen on the walls are going to aim for you as well. Let me grab their stats super fast. Okay. That's a natural one.
Oh. Good
Man, these
mercs.
guys-
Good mercs.
These mercenaries suck.
They are
well-
not worth their penny.
Is
I don't know what else
was
to
he
say.
shooting at me, Borky, as well?
Yeah, he completely misses and he actually scrapes the armor of one of the paladins, and the paladin like snarls and turns and looks at him like really angrily. The other guy is going to... Oh, that's definitely gonna hit. That's going to be plus... Oof, that's a 21. So you're gonna take 7 points of piercing damage and 2 points of fire damage as a fire arrow hits you right in the chest, and things are getting spicy up there.
Oh shoot, I was calculating and I don't... Frick, where was my health at? Oh no, I just lost my place for my health tracking.
It was
What
it was 5, then 12, and then whatever this damage was.
So 17 plus what she just.
Let me just start over. I'm sorry, I have to start over again. I completely lost my place. Sorry. 12. Just do 12 first. So 5 out of 55. What's next after that?
I don't know.
It went Kurt. It went 5, 12, and then whatever she just said.
Okay. No, there was another 6 in there.
So
Yeah, the
7
6 was-
plus 2.
There you go.
9. So an
so
additional 9.
There you
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
All right.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. That ends their turn. It is now Borky's turn. And after that is
Hey.
Zenryo.
Alrighty.
Oh, wait. The guy who's in the fog. Hold on. He's not done yet.
Oh
This ought to be
God!
fun.
I'm
Yeah,
surrounded by so much
yeah.
fog.
Also, hey Monty, the clerics that are on our side, do they move on the enemy's turn?
They don't. They need help.
Got it.
They can see me now, though, right?
Well, this guy walks out the bottom, and he's like, huh? Ah! He turns and he now sees a demon next to him.
Some kind of devil. Some kind of devil man.
I'm back, baby.
He immediately charges you.
Oh shit.
Unfortunately, though, he was taking his bow out, so he's going to use his bow as a stick to hit you.
Nice.
That's wow. He rolled a 19. So that's going to definitely hit.
Smacks you in the head with a bow.
No. Bad demon.
You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he takes his bow and just like a bat, just whacks you up the side of the head with it.
Ow, hellish rebuke.
Okay.
How casual.
Hellish rebuke.
Does it come up invisible for you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's coming up
pretty
invisible for
much.
me too. Hang on.
Hit it again.
Weird.
Just like
What are the
panic.
No.
Huh.
What are the more fucking pennies?
Oh,
times
really?
the pocket?
What's the save on that, and then we can just roll damage normally.
Save is dexterity.
Oh, that's cocked. That is a 10, so he
Nope.
fails.
Go, my dice.
3.
3.
Hey.
Hey, he takes 3 points of fire damage. You kind of like stare at him, and like your eyes kind of gleam, and you watch as his ear just catches fire. Just like, poof! Ah! And he just kind of like pats it out and starts punching himself in the side of the head.
Yeah, take that.
Now, Borky, it is your turn. The
Yes.
tree around you is currently on fire. It appears your distraction has worked, though.
That is good. Borky will just as an act, just take Ron Fault. I'm guessing a bunch of arrows are in his chest, essentially, right?
Yeah, you're full of arrows. You're like a pincushion right now.
Okay, so Borky's gonna do one flavor thing and get off this tree real fast.
Okay.
Your
Spider
attacks
climb,
are nothing to the chosen of Nash.
And Borky takes Ron Fault and actually just slices the arrows, breaks the arrows off with the blade. And
And you
Borky,
make a Constitution saving throw. Actually, no, make a medicine check for me for that. Okay. You try to gauge the best way to swing a sword at yourself and like chop them off. You end up taking a bit more damage from that.
be as intimidating as possible.
You're gonna take an additional 5 points of damage
Damn.
from doing that. You do have advantage on your intimidation check if you would like to.
Absolutely. And I'll take that nat 20, baby!
Natural 20. The paladins who are like knocking their bows actually stagger back, and the mercenaries are like, "What the fuck?"
And then Borky pretty much does the Okada pose. He puts his arms out to the side with Ronfault in the right hand and walks backwards and then walks down the tree through the fire as fast as he can.
I need a Constitution saving throw to resist the effects of the flames.
Come on, baby.
They are encroaching on you.
13.
Not bad. This will be halved. 1 point of fire damage.
Nice.
You know,
My
toasty.
Borky's ear catches on fire. Quickly puts it out.
Yeah.
It's an outbreak.
You start punching yourself. Yeah. All right, Zenryo, it's now your turn. There's a tree in front of you that's now on
Guys,
fire.
this is working.
Okay.
Brule is kind of panting at this point.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna move myself here.
Okay, you gotta stick your head out of the bush.
Yeah. And I will say, You are in trouble! You will be turned into the most cursed of all creatures! And I cast a twin polymorph on these two paladins to turn them both into lobsters.
Yeah!
Yes! Which two? Which colors?
It would be this one. Wait, this one.
The purple
And-
one?
and this
Oh.
Those two.
Oh.
Those two? Okay. What's the save? Can you click the save for me?
It's wisdom.
It's a wisdom save.
They're probably
okay.
good at it, but still worth
They're
trying.
not. Yeah, they do have a modifier to it. But...
Yeah, but
Ooh, that's a 9 for the first one.
Does not pass.
This midnight dice is kind of bad. All right.
No, keep
the
using
second
it.
one.
come on.
That is going to be a 14.
That does not pass.
Yes!
They're both now lobsters.
Yes! Yes!
As one of them gets turned into a lobster, the other paladin is like, ah! Starts screaming as this lobster falls onto the ground. God, for flavor's sake, I wish there were crabs around because they would get the crap beat out of them. But
This
there
is
aren't any
Crab
crabs.
beat out of them.
This is like
Yeah.
this is like the end of a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Level shenanigans.
Oh
Behold
my
the power
God.
of my stand, Crab Rave!
All right, Panic. It is now your turn.
All right, I am going to
Standal.
move out of this guy's range, and I will take that opportunity attack from him
He's gonna swing again with his bow.
with his stick.
Stick. Oh no.
Ooh, that is going to be. He's not proficient with this. So that's going to be a 20, a soft 20 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Ow. That's all right. Oh no, he bludgeoned you.
The 5 points.
Oh wait,
of
hold on, we
damage.
forgot something extremely important.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay, you're good.
Oh.
11.
Whew, we're good. I was scared. I saw the one. I was like, no.
Summon a demon. Oh.
Yeah, you take
What is this,
5
Warhammer?
points of bludgeoning damage, Panic, as he hits you over the
Ow.
head. You stagger, but you manage to run over. I'm assuming you grab the two paladin or the
Yep.
two clerics.
Yeah,
They kind
I
of
grab-
gasp, like they look absolutely petrified of you. Like one of them, almost looks like she's gonna faint. But you
Remember the
grab them.
words.
ladies, I know I'm beautiful, but now's not the time.
Roll a charisma check for that.
Oh boy, corruption away.
It will not work on one of them though. Okay.
17.
One of them, as you grab their hand, which one is it? Wait, pink. Oh, it's green. Green kind of looks up at you, like wide-eyed, and is like, "Whoa!" And you kind of grab them, and I assume you're running
Yeah,
with them.
prestidigitation. Yeah, I know. Shing. Not really though.
The other one is the other one is unimpressed, unfortunately. But you do grab them both.
Other one folds her arms and rolls her
Take a
eyes.
look and get. And I
Tough
move.
crowd.
I move
You
half
can,
movement.
You can dash, so you can move 30 feet.
I'm not going to dash.
You are
That's
dashing.
5, 10, 15. All right, I'm going to bring them here.
Okay.
I'm going to look back at Paladin.
Ah!
You know, those head bonks really hurt. That shit hurted. And I kind of don't want you, chasing us, so, Or not. And I cast heat metal on his helmet.
Oh!
Oof, and he
Okay.
can't take it off.
He's not allowed to take it off.
He's-
Oh god.
Which means he has disadvantage on a lot of his checks.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of
does.
damage.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, buddy. Okay, Constitution's not terrible. Come on, Sunrise dice. No, Sunrise dice. That is going to be a 7.
Nope. He takes 2d8 fire damage, and attack rolls and ability checks are made with disadvantage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Roll that damage there.
Come on, baby.
That shit hurted.
Oh Jesus!
14 fire damage.
God.
Almost max damage. That's 14 on 2d8.
Oh
Jesus.
That beats the 1 and the 2 from earlier for
You
sure.
hear this screeching, high-pitched sound task. You see this happen, and you look on horror as this guy begins to glow like a glow stick. This red molten armor begins to streak, and you hear the sound of sizzling flesh on steel as he starts screaming at
All
this
the way over
point.
here, Jesus.
On the
Yeah,
fire
he-
flinger now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. That
Panic,
ends-
stop scarring all the Orin clergy.
No!
It is now Gruel's turn. Gruel, seeing that you're down, Borky, he is going to double movement through the trees.
I'm waiting for that horn.
You don't know what the horn's for.
I know. I'm waiting for it. I'm stoked.
All right. That will end Gruel's turn. That brings us to Task. It is now your turn. You currently see that one paladin groveling in agony at the fire.
So
Two are lobsters. The rest are all just confused and really angry at this
I'm
point.
gonna.
Real ass lobsters.
All right, I'm gonna ask this. If I attack twice, can I jump from the tree and get the fuck out of here?
Oh, you're not in a tree. I assumed you're on the ground.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then that's fine. Good move. All right,
Yeah.
cool. So, could I aim for the guy who's on fire's knee for sub damage?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Can
You didn't cut out.
Can I
But-
aim for the guy who's on fire's knees for sub damage?
I will say you can do so with disadvantage.
Okay, well then fuck
'Cause
that.
You're aiming for a specific part. So.
Well, the whole point was I wasn't aiming for I didn't want to aim for a specific part. I just wanted to. And that was more fluff to just say I want to do sub damage.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't like specific. That was me just
Oh,
fluffing.
you're going non-lethal.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I was just like, no, I'm doing non.
I thought you were trying to shoot out his leg so he couldn't chase Panic.
Yeah, it's a
what I was-
different. That's a called shot.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
No, I'm not calling shot. That was just flavor.
Sorry, I was confused. That's fine. All right, yeah, sure, go ahead. He doesn't look like he's gonna die, but he definitely looks like he's not happy.
Well, let's see what happens with 2 shots to the fucking knee.
Okay.
Oh,
That is going
piss.
to miss, unfortunately.
One
As
shot
you-
to the knee.
That will hit. That second one will definitely hit. Plus Colossal Slayer, because he did take damage from Panic.
Yes. Colossus Slayer. I have to add that to my attack list again because I forgot what my Colossus
Oh.
Slayer does. No, I got it still. Colossus Slayer is a 1d8. I got it.
Okay.
1d8.
One. Hey, still something. You do shoot him, he lets out more screams. His apple. You even like this with the first shot. You shoot his apple that he had, and it's just he's like no, like he's just like no, my food.
You have more pressing matters, dude. Peace out. I'm out of here.
Just squeezes the apple juice over his helmet.
you take off along with Remy.
Pass
you guys
out.
head out to the woods. All right, that brings us to Greckles. You have your clerics. You're in the clear at this point if you move forward. So I'm assuming you're gonna grab them and you're gonna run.
I kind of want to double back to make sure the other two get away, but at this point, I would need to babysit the two, wouldn't I?
You got to get them out. So like everybody's got to do their part. Just get them out.
All right, Panic. I leave it up to you. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You got to trust your teammates.
Yeah, if I dash, I'll be out. I'll be off the map.
All right, you dash. Oh, the bush is coming with you.
Oh God, the bush is
Whoa,
going.
Bush is here too!
It's Shrub Buddy.
Hey,
Buddy's
He's
back.
there.
Back
He's
from the
back. Hey, Shove Buddy. He's a little
There
dance.
you
All
go.
right. My bad.
That
I put it on the wrong
surprised me.
I was like, what? Damn.
line. All right.
Well, the chat is reacting well to that.
My bad. All right, Greckles, you are in the safety zone. You're free. It is now Remy. You are in the clear. It is now the Paladin's turn.
Yep.
They are all gonna have disadvantage on everything because of the intimidation and the straight up chaos that is now ensuing.
And the lobsters.
And the
Yeah,
lobster.
Their current quote unquote leader is a fucking lobster now. So there's chaos in the ranks at the moment.
Oh, I have such a fun idea! God, no, I can't do
But-
that.
I'm so happy
But-
that I saw him turn into a lobster.
But on their turn, you begin to hear bells ringing. You hear ding, 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 panic and warning signs going off. You see movement behind the walls, and you hear sounds. At this point, you're like, "Oh God, this is not good."
Yeah.
All right. So the first thing is, do they get to resave on the polymorph every round or no?
Nope. As long
They're
as
just-
concentration holds, they are lobsters.
They are lobsters.
They
okay.
are lobsters.
Oh, that's
Shit.
fantastic.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my God,
well,
so you can hold that for
An hour.
The
This
rest of
lasts
your
for an
life.
hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Pink Paladin is going to run, and he is going to try to grab his cleric from you, Panic.
Okay.
He's going to reach out and grab her. I need you to roll a strength check, or actually an
Okay.
athletics check to keep her from being ripped from you.
Is this opposed?
Opposed, yeah. So
Okay, he has
So he has
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah,
It was athletics.
athletics, yeah.
Come on, Panic.
On
Come on, baby.
Come on.
9.
9.
Okay, that's a 17.
But
That's 2
yeah,
plus 7. That's a 9. It ties.
ties. Tie goes to who?
Wait.
Yeah, you guys- You guys are currently tug-of-war. He's grabbed her by one arm, you got her by the other, and you guys are currently struggling, and she's trying to kick away from him.
No,
I'm gonna use
I will not let you.
I'm
Oh.
using my reaction to subtract 1d4 from the paladin's roll.
Oh,
Nice.
What's the distance on that?
As that you can see.
Okay, I will allow that.
And it's I spend 2 sorcery. I have to spend 2 sorcery points to do it, but he subtracts 1d4,
Yeah.
so he loses.
Oh
the
my
check.
god, that's
As
awesome.
Nice.
wow,
what do
he
you
rolled
do?
a 1 on the 4. So as he reaches out to grab her, and you guys kind of have this tug of war, you almost hear like a geyser, like a small little steam sound, as this eruption of what looks arcane energy just kind of strikes upwards and goes through his hand, and he screams as like almost like a bullet firing through his arm. He reaches back and it's like ah.
Sorry.
Roll a knowledge arcana, Panic, as you see this.
15.
Okay. Based on when you talked to Zenryo about how he got his abilities, that was basically a concentrated magical vent that just came out there. All right, so it channeled through the earth and came through. All right, he does not grapple successfully, so he is on the side, and that wastes a turn. Our archer friend here, who sucks terribly, is going to fire at you, though. Oh my god, this guy sucks.
Yeah! Hey
on.
man, hey, somebody let Missy up there know that we appreciate him.
That's an 8. That's gonna totally miss you, right,
Thank you,
Panic?
Nuffle.
Yep.
The other one, who seems a bit more confident, same dice, please come on. That's just 1 more, so that's 10. That's not gonna.
Nope.
Woo!
Boom, boom! 2 arrows
Yes,
land next to
protects!
you.
This is fucking crazy.
This is
They
to
don't
make
see
up for the
shit.
fucking boat.
They don't see shit. Yeah, they're gonna regroup. So Zenryo,
Yes.
he's gonna actually, yeah, they're gonna do that. All right, this guy comes over and grabs this lobster.
Okay.
Leader lobster.
This one will come over and grab this lobster, and he's gonna move back with it. This cleric's gonna run for the wall. This one's gonna run for the wall. This one's gonna run back as well. I'm gonna see if he notices you, Panic, as he's running away. Nope, he's not. He's not gonna see you, so he's gonna book it too. He's gonna double dash. Best Mario Kart.
Yep.
He's gonna run.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Donkey
Yeah.
Kong, baby. It's all about the Donkey Kong level.
All right, that ends their turn. Borky, it is now your turn. If you want to run, you can be in the clear.
Can I run and grab Zenryo like a football and then run out?
Yeah, sure, I'll let you do that.
Borky runs over, just grabs him like rule grabbed Zenryo in the middle of him doing a pose, and I just walk off with him under my arm.
All right.
Okay, boy. I wave bye to the lobsters.
Yeah. The lobsters sip their claws angrily and you're bowing revenge. All right, that ends. Borky's turn. Zenryo, you're off the field. Panic, it is now your turn again. This paladin's up in your business again.
All right, I'm gonna dash as an action.
Okay, he's gonna get a free swing on you.
Yep, with
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yeah. It's natural 20 and a 2, so yeah,
Nope.
he misses. Jesus Christ.
That would have been bad.
That would have been
Alright.
so bad. To be fair, he's using his,
60 feet.
he's
Alright.
using a bow as a club, but
I'm gonna try to make it to the tree line with
Okay.
them.
alright, you run to the tree line with them.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn back and I'm gonna scream, "This is for the boat, motherfucker!" Bonus action, heat metal again.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay.
What part though?
The helmet.
The whole
same
thing.
thing.
The cod piece.
No!
Yes.
Yeah!
While I'm concentrating on heat metal, I can make him take the damage again.
Okay, he doesn't have to make the save, does he?
He can make the save at disadvantage, right?
He better.
Oh my god.
He better.
Disadvantage, baby.
It is.
No, that was, oh god, there's so many 5s. Why are there so many fucking 5s?
Until the
like
spell
these
ends,
dice.
you can bonus action to deal the damage again. If a creature is holding or wearing the object, it must make a Constitution saving throw, or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls, ability
Okay.
throws.
Well, he can't drop his armor, but he does take the damage and he keels over. He's not out, but he struggles back to his feet. He looks fucking angry. The pink cleric, you see her kind of look at you, and she looks petrified right now. Like she's very scared.
No,
That
it's
ends-
just to keep them off us. Don't worry, I'm not like a person.
I'm not a hell person.
I mean, I kind of am, but it's not right now. Okay.
Eat shit! Taz screams from the sideline.
Gruel is going to run over. That is going to end his turn as he dashes. Task, I'm assuming you're out.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
You know fucking what?
You just mad and you're gonna finish him?
Yeah, I'm gonna sub-finish him. I'm gonna sub-finish him.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna sub-finish him. Why not? 18!
Hey!
That actually misses.
Okay, well, I still have another one. 22!
That hits.
There it is.
Roll that Colossus.
Alright,
Oh, my Lord.
6. Yeah.
And your Colossus Slayer?
And my
another
Colossus Slayer, sub damage. Let's go. 4. That's 10
10.
damage.
He looks awful. He's still standing though. As you see this panic, you're just impressed that he is like this well trained.
Okay, now Taz, peace out.
All right, you run. You go into the brush and you're gone. Suka's there and she's like, "Hey!" As you run past her.
It wasn't a bush. It was just her back. She had her back turned to you the whole time.
All right, Greckles, you're out. Remy, you're out. It is now the Paladin's turn. These guys are all gonna retreat. Yeah, everyone's going into the wall. You watch now as the door is beginning to open. I'm gonna say for the sake of this, they are all out of combat. They are all gonna leave. Everyone's going in.
What about Rib Roast over there?
He's pissed.
Panic, the archers are gonna get another shot at you. Okay, dude, this is your redemption. You're not gonna get a paycheck at this rate, please. No, I can't. You're not gonna believe me.
Now 20.
He
Nat
natural one'd again.
Yeah! Shoot Pink Paladin! Shoot Pink Paladin!
Wait a minute. This is just 3 toddlers in a trench coat.
Hey, 3 toddlers in heated up armor.
Wait a minute. Who hired these men? Damn it!
Oh my God! Please let him shoot his buddy, because if he kills him, we don't have to explain
Okay,
it to Audrey.
I'm rolling severity. Okay, it's middle severity. So I will have him roll. I will have him roll to hit his companion.
Uh-oh.
The damage will be halved. That's wow. This even on fucking damage dice he rolls a 1. This guy sucks so much. Oh my God, I'm actually mad.
I'd like to take this moment to thank Die Hard Die for their.
Everyone
The official sponsor of Getting It Done Right.
Unofficial Die Hard Die sponsored stream should be the episode.
the official sponsor.
I would like this opportunity to tell all of you DMs out there to buy a pair of these dice. Your players will thank you later.
The official sponsor of the Let Panic Grimtongue Live Society.
But the other one gets a shot, and he seems to be more confident. So let's roll for him.
Roll that one.
Much better. That's a 21.
21 hits.
21. So if you
All right.
subtract 20 from that,
That's gonna be 7 points of piercing damage.
ow.
Right in his butt.
Funk. All right, I've officially taken an arrow for you too.
They kind of look concerned at you. And that is going to end everyone else's turn. Borky, you're out. Zenryo, you're out. Panic, it's now your turn. I think I know what you're gonna do.
Yep, I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to dash off the screen, wall him off screen. 60 feet, sure. One more time. Heat metal.
Uh-oh. This might kill him, though.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. Okay. Well, remember these guys get knocked down differently.
I was about to say, how could you non-lethal?
You can't
heat
really
metal?
do non-lethal heat metal.
It's like warm. It's like
It is what it is. 5.
He's down. You watch as he just falls forward, and the grass around him begins to catch fire as well. And as he falls down, you hear him shout out, "Kendra!" And as he falls into the sand and dust.
Sorry, what was that name?
Bye-bye.
Kendra.
Got it. Thank you.
Kendra.
Panic, you do feel the one cleric squeezes your hand quite hard. And as you run past, Gruel's like, "Hello, my name is..." "Oh, right." And he kind of runs after you.
so many new girls to ship. Rubbing his hands.
God.
All right, as they all run, you guys are now in the woods rushing and running. And you watch as Gruel is keeping pace. The clerics are getting snagged. Some of them are kind of screaming as branches kind of hit them in the face. You
We
guys
all take
run.
a cleric to help.
Yeah, you guys each kind of split up the clerics, each one taking one. Gruul goes over to pick one up. They don't want that. They don't really want to be touched by anybody at this point. And they're running, and as they're running, you begin to hear as you hear the galloping of hooves. And as you hear the galloping of hooves, Gruul takes that horn finally.
Yes.
Blows, and you watch as you see these horses break through the tree line. You guys are rushing forward. The paladin's now on horseback, catching up to you, swing, and you watch as all the orcs now pull taut ropes they were tying to those trees, clotheslining the horses. The riders are knocked off, and everyone just runs as they smash into pits and into traps. And you guys all book it through the tree line, running and running and running and running. You now see that one tree is now spreading. The fire is now spreading. As you guys keep going and running and running, you all take points of exhaustion for this as you guys keep running and running and running and running and running. Eventually, until you're safe and back at the edge of the orc camp. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Wow. I didn't even have the dimension door.
No.
Yo, I turned 2 people into lobsters.
I'm very
That
proud of you,
was
Zed.
amazing. And hey, I saw what you did. Thanks for the help there, buddy.
Oh, yeah, sometimes it just does that. I don't know why.
Regardless, thanks for being there.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh,
Borky, that was phase 2 of your plan. I hope you got a doozy for part 3.
You guys look over and you see all 4 of the clerics, just like penguins, just kind of all like huddled together and just looking at you guys wide-eyed. Let me describe what they look like to you. They're all wearing similar, exactly identical robes to. I could grab their actual sheets here because you got.
You know,
blue ones, too.
part of me thought that they were all sort of like color coded.
The purple one has purple hair. You see, that's why.
No.
Were they fucking magical girls? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
no.
Well, we did get 4 of them, so
Keep them away from Gruul.
So, of them all, you don't really get a good glance of what they look like. One of them is actually currently holding in her hands Liza's mask. She's just holding it in her hands, and she's kind of got this like weird. Out of all of them, she seems the most like, wow, this is amazing. Like, like
A whole new world.
yeah, funny how life works. One of them looks like she's gonna cry at any moment, and even when you guys were like before rescuing Greco's, you even noticed this seems to be like an expression on this girl's face. She looks like she's ready to burst into tears at any moment.
Borky, Borky, real fast, just pokes. Oh my God, Remy, get Aubrey.
Yeah, I was about to say, Greco's immediately calls out for Audrey.
The other one of them kind of pulls back her cowl. She's kind of like got short, kind of chopped hair, kind of like blonde, and she looks very pretty, very, very, very quite pretty. The other one is very tall. Like she's like maybe like I wouldn't say very tall, like maybe about 6 feet tall actually. Long black hair, kind of has a long nose. And she kind of looks very, very serious. Like she's got a very serious look. Like she looks like she's a lawyer, or a math teacher.
Kenshiro face.
And you watch as 2 of them, the one with the long hair, very tall, and the one with the chopped hair, like kind of just take each other's hand. The other 2 just kind of like are hugging each other and just looking up at you, particularly Panic and Gruul, like just like shaking at this point.
I know what this looks like. I am a tiefling. Yeah. We've got the horns and the eyes and the charcoal skin and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm not going to hurt you. None of us are. We wanted to get you away from them because I've heard stories and firsthand experience of what those guys do to you. Aubrey wanted to help you out.
The tallest girl walks forward and she goes, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Thank you. She walks forward. I'm Honore.
Reach out a hand. Panic.
Takes it and shakes it. This is Kendra. The woman with the chopped hair. Also the one that was kind of squeezing your hand as you downed her paladin. kind of looks up at you and kind of gives you like a smile and goes, do you grow those yourself?
But the horns?
Yeah. Are
Yeah.
you born with them?
Yeah, they're a lot smaller back then, but over time starts, little bit of calcium like buildup just starts going on top of it, layers and layers. I'm sure it's like a tree,
Yeah,
I've
I
never
like to
done-
rub my horns up against bark. You know, it just helps.
I don't do that. I sort of just get them like a manicure, but for horns.
I thought you called it
What's a manicure?
thought you called it a buffing.
It's got the word man in it. That's all you need to know.
And Gruel kind of nods.
Oh my god.
The blonde cleric, Kendra, she kind of turns and goes, his poor mother, just kind of shaking at the idea of.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, my poor mother, huh?
The other two kind of look, and the one girl kind of waves her hand, holding Liza's mask. She goes, "I'm Evelina."
Do we see the waving of the
Yeah,
mask?
she's just. Oh, she's not waving the mask. She's just waving her hand. She's holding onto Liza's mask at the moment.
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
Evelina. This is Maria. She kind of grabs Maria's shoulders, and she's just like.
Evelina, nice to meet you. Hey, and what did she say your name was?
Maria. She's got like a pair of glasses, and she's got like the most like Edma mode like.
Oh my god.
Like bolt cut.
Oh yeah,
The
she's
fucking
go-honing.
nerd.
Go-honing super hard.
Yeah,
She got the swirly glasses.
Does she
Hey.
does she have swirly glasses?
You know what? Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the nerdy Mo Howard, yeah.
Maria, you're safe now. Everything is going to be hunky-dory.
Roll a persuasion check.
18.
Oh, and that one on the
another
other
one.
side. They're gonna kill us if we go back. They all kind of look to each other.
That's the best part. You don't gotta.
We're not going back. You watch now as Remy, you gather Audrey, Remy, and Greckles. You just guys burst through the door, and she's like, ah! She's wearing like orc attire. Yuga's like old robes, and it's just too big. And she's like, oh, hi.
They're all back safe.
Oh, she gets up to move, and she slips on the robe and falls face first into the ground.
Nice.
Perhaps you should take these back.
Ladies are benefactor.
Yes, thank you.
Greckles hands back her holy symbol and her clothes.
A quick important note that I have to ask. How long has it been since we were at that camp? It's been like, what, maybe
2
20?
hours.
2 hours? Okay, so they're not
Yeah, you
lobsters
guys-
anymore.
Yeah,
Got
you
it.
guys are running.
I want it to be noted that I did keep them as lobsters for as long as possible.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a chef there who's probably very sad.
Mhm.
Also, as a note to you, Monty, Remy has not taken off his helmet or anything yet in this room.
No, you still look
Yep.
like a paladin,
Yep.
which is why Audrey was so shocked. She was like, "Oh," because you look exactly like her paladin.
Mhm.
But yeah, she eventually runs out, and as she runs out, there's this like, almost this pause as they all like see each other, and immediately they just all collide, and they're just all hugging each other. It's very sweet, and they're just kind of like, oh my god, oh my god. It's like, and then there was just darkness everywhere, and like Tom couldn't hit jack shit again. It was the best.
Nice.
Oh, his name is
Tom
Tom.
was
All right, made a
Tom
note,
was a
make note.
fucking asshole up there.
Oh, fuck Tom.
Fuck Tom.
Task is gonna actually like clear his throat standing before them a little bit though. It's like to get their attention. If you wouldn't mind, he holds his hand up. That mask actually belongs to us.
What? What are you
yeah.
talking about, Task? Borky hasn't seen it.
Oh, you can see it. She clearly has it out. She's
Yeah.
showing it. Yeah.
That's the. You know, if anything to survive.
I don't really like this mask, to be honest with you.
I'm surprised you kept it.
Well, it's pretty. I've never seen a mask like it before. If you wear it and you sleep at night, you feel really lonely, though.
Yep. Task will keep holding his hand out. May I?
Of course. She hands it back to you. And they all kind of look to Audrey, and Audrey kind of leans forward. They all, doing that same sort of like hand thing, bow down, their heads as low as they possibly can. And they look up and they go. One of them goes, specifically Honore. She goes, "We are very sorry for what we did to you."
You know, you apologized and you fessed up to it. That's acceptable.
We can do more. How can we help? And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Yay!
Oh,
Shit.
all right.
Good
All right.
job, guys.
Now we've got a legion of clerics.
Finally, one of my partial plans worked.
Bye, Austin.
Bye.
Bye, Austin. Seriously, get drunk and twisted. It'll help your playthrough of God Hand a lot.
Oh my god.
It was episode 74.
74.
I'm so happy that plan worked well, and I'm very
Hell
happy that
yeah.
I got to be all animated like an.
I was gonna say, good
That
call
was
on
great.
being the leader's
You-
brother.
You being yelling and shouting gave everybody who was looking at you disadvantage to see the other commotion, and that fucking saved Panic probably.
Probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
My whole thing was like,
That
they
was-
put out
that
with this
was-
plan. We need in the end. Yeah, fire is great. They'll put out the fire. They need something to really.
I
like-
might swap out my dice. I'm so fucked.
Well, look, like we got our asses handed to us last time, so just
Yeah.
put us
Yeah.
karma.
Fair.
We learned. That's
Yeah.
like the perfect narrative beat of like, oh, we started to learn.
Also,
Like
Monty,
everybody did their job. Everybody did really good.
I put my hand on your shoulder. 3 nat 1s in a row on a boss.
Fair enough.
And one of them was a nat 100.
Yep.
It was 2 nat 20. It was 2 20s and a 100.
Yeah, Monty, we've all been there.
Yeah.
I just love that you
Well,
fought this big
I
bad
haven't,
guy.
guys. Can I throw? I'm not really good with episode titles. Can I throw one out for once?
Yeah.
Hit me.
So episode 34, we didn't start the fire.
But we did though.
I tried. I threw it
It's
out
true.
there.
No, it's true. You guys didn't.
We didn't
start
start it. We technically didn't start it.
We had.
I
it.
still think blame it on Orun-G fits very
Didn't we say-
appropriately in this one.
Didn't we say we were gonna like in the last episode we were gonna make it?
We had tactic. Oh, Tactics and Tenorox was one of the episodes. Flame War and blame it on Orun-G. Yeah.
I kind of
I
like
kinda-
blame it on Orun-G because Flame War is
Yeah.
going to be the big confrontation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flame War is something else.
Flame War is
Or
gonna be.
fucking Tom.
That's gonna be next episode. So yeah, fucking Tom. Blame it on RNG. We'll do
Tom
blame it on
I'm
RNG.
good with that. Tomfoolery's good. Damn
Oh
it.
god.
Oh, that's
Tomfoolery is
really
pretty
good.
Oh, tomfoolery's really good.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
it's
they're
too.
not gonna get that until the very,
Until
very,
the
very end.
But that's the point. That's great.
That's
Uh,
pretty
They're just gonna look at the
I-
episode
I-
title. Oh god.
I
damn
would,
it.
I would still argue that blame it on Orun-G would be better because
I
it
like that
encapsulates the
better.
episode.
Someone
I'm okay
said
with that
fanning the
better.
flames.
I still like Orun-G. It's too good. It completely encapsulates the entire episode.
You'll also never get to use it again.
Yeah.
I just realized I've severely burned one of the clerics.
Again.
I severely burned one of the paladins, and they don't have clerics.
No, they have a couple.
They have a
They
They
have
have
a
a
couple.
couple. They have a
Yeah.
couple, but they're going to be burning through their spells.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that I mean,
They'll
if we
get it
don't,
back the next day.
yeah, so if we don't make a move immediately, they'll get them back.
There is no immediately. We have to
rest.
we
Speaking
have
of
to
which-
rest and then go.
Speaking of being
Yeah.
immediate, though, we do got to let everyone go here. So I want to thank some following people for their incredibly kind. All right, Probate, I saw what you were doing during that stream.
Oh, you bastard!
You bastard! With another 15,000 bits, petition to name Zenrio Source of
Jesus.
Magic,
Oh.
the Mana Geysers.
Guys, there's
Ooh, not bad.
I like it. Marcus Atera, 1,700 bits. They're building the army. The Talbs, Lasker Fuffle. Thank you so much for the bits. B. Kimball. Thank you so much. Title Misfire Mayhem. Bits of Success. All fired up. A lot of fun names. Kane Volante. Mr. Fucumup. Mr. Fuck 'em Up. Okay, there we go.
Mr.
Mr. Fuck 'em Up 2001. Thank you so much for the sub. Kane Volante. Defective Sheep. Thank you so much as well.
Hey,
Mila Ninja, Glycerius, Isnaki, yes. Take the 300 bits. Six Tails, Evian Fan, Blackfoot Ferret. I wanted chair number 3 anyways. He says, after the bit war. Again, wow, seriously, profound thank you to Jack Jumbo and to Probunaga for the astronomical amount of bits that he rained down today. Almost 1,000 bits, dude. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah,
Hell
100,000 bits today. It is insane.
Holy cannoli.
Oh.
And and Kite Reaper with 1,350 bits. First large bit drop. Great game. And hopefully you find my character whenever Arkoff will make it. Thank you so much, dude. Real fast, Goomba, you started it up, so you should take us home.
Oh. Just to plug myself.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can find me here at twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba. I've been streaming a lot of Neo as of late in preparations for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which comes out in March. I've also started doing a little bit of Tokiden, which is basically a slightly easier Monster Hunter, but it is 100% like feudal Japan themed. It's been a lot of fun. We made an Oni girl, tiny little girl, giant ass like Kanabo club, like the spiky Oni clubs.
Oh, as you do.
Of course. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys come by. We are breaking down more culture and gaming live. So that's every Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time, and then Friday morning at 10 a.m. U.S. Central Time. Also, find me on YouTube where I do more culture and gaming and anime analysis.
Woo.
Awesome. Zito, where can they find you?
Find me on twitch.tv/Zito. As of late, it's been a lot of Slay the Spire, a lot of because I'm working on a mod for Slay the Spire, so a lot of play testing is going on about that. Next month, there's gonna be a lot of fucking new indie stuff coming out, especially Wargroove.
Yeah, that
on
looks
February
good.
1st. So once that drops, you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna be playing that.
Nice.
And the wonderful, the lovely Bosco, where can they find you?
They can find me at EdBoscoVA on both Twitter and Instagram. They can also find me right here on twitch.tv, just / my name, Edward Bosco. A lot of sports ball, as I mentioned before, and really looking forward to getting into it. So if you guys want to play, come on by.
Alrighty, awesome. Blackwing Hellkite with 5,000 bits. Taka, this is the last of my bits. Take it from me! Aggressive Blackwing Hellkite, but thank you. Fumbling with them in my hands. Thank you so much. Seriously, Blackwing Hellkite. Monty, where can they find you?
You can find me at MontyGlue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/MontyGlue. I'd like to stream a bit more this week. We'll see what happens. And yeah.
Awesome. Connor, who has a new computer, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at CNLSnake. And they can find me on Twitch at Distortion Devil. Or this weekend, I will be doing another Friday Funhouse where I play tabletop games with a lot of my friends and get horrendously drunk. Saturday, I'm going to do a playthrough of The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings Enhanced Edition. We're currently on Chapter 3. And Sunday is going to be Borderlands, where me, Hi, I'm Mike, Midnight Kai, and Sir Malarvik take a trek through Borderlands 2. We are almost done with the main story, and we are going to be moving on to the DLCs afterwards.
Awesome. Hey, Octo.
Mm-hmm.
Where can they find you, baby?
Mavis looked at all of her friends on a floating table and noticed they were looking at her, waiting for an answer. Meanwhile, silence fell
God
upon the
damn
whole
it.
castle. Only the chirping of us. Okay.
No!
Hi. Okay. Hi. You can find me everywhere at Octopimp. I'm going to be playing a lot of Guilty Gear coming up because I have a major tournament coming up in the beginning of February, so I have to practice for that.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
If I win, I get to go to Arc Revo, so fingers crossed.
That's good.
Yeah, well, yeah, but anyway, that's what I've been doing lately. I've kind of been sort of finding out my groove for January, but it'll be fun. So come on by.
Luca Lot, 1,000 bits. This isn't Monday, Octo, 1,000 bits from Luca Lot. Oh my goodness. Mike goes, and you can find me right here, folks. We'll be continuing on the multiverse nexus of wrestling. Having a blast with it. Thank you so much for everyone who's part of the community who submitted characters. Thank you also for sending support Arkolf's way. You may know him as the voice of Doros. He has done so much amazing stuff. I don't even know where to begin. So big shout out for Arkolf as well. And a big shout out to all the amazing artists who come by every Monday at 7 o'clock PST. Some amazing art was just this week, like kind of blown away by the quality. I definitely know that Bosco can adhere to that. Like
To what?
how good the art was.
Oh, the art this week was unbelievable.
Yeah, Octo as
Yeah,
well.
it was great.
Absolutely incredible.
No, it
Super
was-
great.
It was
Even the Alavast Oracle got their act together. It was great.
Oh my God, he's so mad at them.
I'm not mad. They have a wonderful newspaper, and I'm very supportive of all the hard work that those guys do. And I think it's a wonderful community of people who come together to put out a great product every week. It's a really well done thing.
Oh, Zito, we have
I'm
to
waiting for the
talk
drop.
when we're done.
Why? What? Something bad happened?
No, very good, but I have to ask you questions.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
real fast, folks. You can check out that at 7 o'clock tomorrow, guys. Thank you all so much for coming by here and supporting the Unexpectables. Again, a profound thank you to Blackwing Hellkite, Probate, Jack Jumbo. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna be we're gonna rate Sigiku.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Let's rate.
She's taking commissions.
She is.
They're full now though. She's got them filled.
Oh snap!
Immediately, I was like, "All right." And she's like, "They're full." I'm like, "Oh, "Okay."
No.
So
All right,
who-
everyone,
who's
go be
around?
nice to Siggy.
Oh, Ziggy! Ziggy! Can't
Bud
you
the Spud, thank you for the
see?
300 bits. Another awesome session, guys. And Monty, now let Tatermancer send you off with some tater tot. Thank you, Bud the Spud.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Oh,
Bye,
Bud
guys.
this Bud is the bud.
Bye, everybody.